What's up, Juventini? Welcome back to the All Juve Cast channel. It is match day. This is the impromptu watch along for Juve versus Nantes. How are you all doing out there? Look at this, everybody ready to go. Love it, love it. It's Apex coming in here. Forza Juve, fino alla fine. Let's go. Martio, come on, Juve. Andiamo, ragazzi. Let's go, let's go. We've got the starting lineups. We're going to tackle the starting lineups. I'm just getting the feed ready to check things out. I think... we're very, very close. Yeah, we're about 10 minutes from kickoff here. Let's just make sure that we're good to go here. We're going to go over lineups. A couple surprises in the lineups, to say the least, everybody, okay? Gotta say, I'm surprised that Max ended up wanting to go that route. But, hey, let's see what happens, all right? Let's see what happens. Russo coming in here. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get this all set up so that I can rock over here. And I will pull up the lineups so that you guys could take a look. And I want to know right off the bat what you guys are thinking. All right. So let's go. Just when you think you've got Allegri figured out, eh? Yeah, just when you think you've got it sorted out, and he comes in and throws the huge curveball at you, and that's what we got here. So let's get into this. So starting lineup there, Szczesny in goal, Danilo, Bremer, Sandro, Deschilio, Fagioli, Paredes, Rabiot, Chiesa, Di Maria, Vlahovic. So I found it funny, and I said in the daily update video that here you go. You've got him asked about the trident in the press conference and saying flat out, I haven't even thought about it. You know damn well he thought about it. He's going with it. But at the back, yeah, there you go. There's your back four. Deschilio is going to play as a fullback. Sandro will play as another fullback. Danilo and Bremer will be your center backs. Fagioli, Paredes, and Rabiot across the middle. Going with Paredes today. And then your trident up top, 4-3-3. Let's see what happens. I still say, and I will maintain this, that no matter what, it all comes down to the approach. I believe the approach will be far more crucial to Juventus than our setup, if I'm being quite honest. Can't wait to see what the thoughts are in here. Obviously, I would like to see our man Locatelli in there today, and then probably Paredes against Spezia. However, nonetheless, this is it, and this is what we're going with. I am surprised about the 4-3-3. I thought because we haven't seen a competitive match, also going back to what Max said, is that there's not a lot of competition in the training sessions. It's not the same as playing the games. That's why I thought we would probably see what we know, the 3-5-2. However, here you go, Max switching it up. And for everybody that was fired up about not seeing a 4-3-3, hey, you're going to see it. Let's hope it works out. All right, so let's get into here. And XK saying 45-minute drive home. Thanks for doing this. No problem. I love the watch along. So I hope everybody is ready to enjoy this game. Hopefully we have a great game and a lot of goals to celebrate. All right, we got to get after this win. All of a sudden, let's go. Let's go. Hoping to see a goal or two from Dusan. Well, let's get the predictions in here. Okay, I've got 2-0 Juve. I did have a Kostic goal. I thought Kostic was going to be one of our best players and having a big game today. But, hey, maybe he has a big second half. Maybe comes in as a substitute there. The 4-3-3 also lets us have more options coming off the bench, too. I know that you've got Di Maria Case out there, but you also have Kostic, Iling, Sule, whatnot, and they could play in more natural positions. So it's one way to look at it, right? Lord Deschilio and Paredes, yeah, I know, but again, Quadrado, not 100%, so I can get away with the Deschilio thing, but Paredes, for me, I would go with Locatelli. This is a big game, but before we get too hard on him, hopefully Paredes can show us something today, because one thing's for sure, we needed it. We need it today. Raven, 4-3-3. I was waiting for this for months. Let's go, let's go. So we got predictions rolling in here. 3-0. DV9 for a brace and Chiesa 4-1. Let's go, Alex P. Ciao, Alex. Ciao, Alex. He's going 3-0. 3-0. I love it. I love it. I hope we get goals and I hope we get a good showing. Like I said, formations aside, all that, I think the approach is going to be the biggest thing. Juve's got to slay that demon that is European competitions. That has been that for some time here. So just waiting for this feed to get going here. Looks like it's just starting to fire up here, but let's go. Andrew jumping in here. Ciao, Juve. Forza Juve. I'm going to leave this starting lineup up for a bit longer here for people that are just jumping in. All right, let's see what Juve can do today. We got the highlight reel, the clips, the intro to the footage, seeing what's going down. For Nantes, it must be said, they were expected to play in a 4-2-3-1 coming into this. There has been a change from their end as well, because it doesn't appear that they are going to be playing in the 4-2-3-1 that was expected as well. It looks like they are going to be setting up with a 5-4-1. All right, so that's interesting as well. So fully expected, and I was reading up on a couple different outlets on what Nantes would be doing, and everybody was saying the same thing, 4-2-3-1. That's what we covered in our Matchday Live, but here we are, both coaches making changes and changing it up quite a bit, so it'll be interesting to see here what's going to happen. Andrew saying, oh, what's he got here? I'll watch along on a weekday. Must be feeling good about this one. Oh, yeah. I love bringing these to you, and something came up, and I was able to remain at home rather than head into the office. So here we are, everybody. Let's make it happen. All right, packed house too. So hopefully we get a great atmosphere. I'm sure you guys have seen the feeds on social media about the Nantes supporters there and the noise they were making in Turin and whatnot. Well, let's see if our crowd can be fired up, and hopefully our team repays them with a great showing, all right? So let's see. I'm going to pull the lineup down now for everybody. Teams are getting ready to come out there. Full Alliance. Yes. And still no word on the Ultras. I constantly get questions, DMs, and everything on Ultras. Still no word on the Ultras, everybody. We have to just wait and see what will happen. But that would have to be a decision based on new management to come in and make it in terms of what Agnelli had set for the precedent. So it'll be interesting to see. Let's get ready here. Danilo set to take the team out of the tunnel. Danilo getting his contract extension. Locatelli on deck. Danilo's heading to 2025 with a 1-year option. Locatelli should take him to 2026 with a 1-year option. Oh man, I'm jacked up for this one. It's not Tuesday or Wednesday, but it is Europe nonetheless, and these games are all big for us now. League, Europa, Coppa Italia, it's all big. Let's go. Let's get after this. I know that Nantes has got, their big claim to fame coming into this game is no defeats or one defeat in their last 12 matches across all competitions. However, you would have to say, based on strength of opponents, the only tough one there was Marseille, and that was the game that they dropped. So let's go. Juventus are heavy favorites in this one. We don't feel that way sometimes based on the organization of our team and where we are, and still feeling in a transition, but make no mistake, we are the favorites in this one. And I hope that we play like we are the favorites, because I think that's going to be half the battle for Juve. Let's not play it safe here. Let's get after it and let's get the job done, all right? Reminder, everybody, if you're new here, subscribe to the channel, all right? And let's get those likes up. All right? Let's get some comments here as we get ready for kickoff. We're just going to go through the anthems here. We must exploit the half spaces when on the counter, and Chiesa needs the ball more. Yes. Well, 4-3-3. You should see a little more rigidity in Chiesa and Di Maria, and I think that was a part of the issue as why we couldn't get Chiesa as involved in the last game, playing out of a 3-4-3. This should have Di Maria and Chiesa a lot more basically rigid in terms of their positions and whatnot. We should be able to distribute evenly across both of those players. In the midfield, maybe a little off balance with Paredes and Rabiot both being in there, but Fagioli is there, so thankful for that. All right. Excuse me. Just going through the lineups. We're getting ready for that kickoff, everybody. Again, if you haven't got your predictions in, drop them in there now. All right, let's go. Tim coming in here saying, please run the press all game. We look so much better when we press. Yeah, let's not make things easy for them. It's hard to keep that up for an entire game, but I do agree with you. We need to get that ball back immediately as quick as possible and then fire away at them. Getting those lineup photos in, and then we're going to get to the action. Excuse me. Sorry, everybody. Had a dry spot in my throat there. Let's win. Under 2.5, Juve, let's go. 5-3-2 listed here for Nantes. 5-4-1 listed previously. Let's see what happens. Center circle gathering. Again, seeing that across almost all matches for the series of earthquakes. I'm fired up. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Man, that is nasty. Turkey and Syria. Again, moment of silence. Predictions. Let's see some more predictions, everybody. It's almost time. It's almost time. Let's go. Getting ready for that kickoff. Oh, man. Let's see. Let's take a look here. COVID? Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. It's kids, man. Kids. Daycares. Always getting something. It's like a 3 to 4 week cycle when you got kids in daycare. So anybody out there, once you have kids, you'll get used to it. They're like pigeons, man, at those daycares. They just spread those germs. Jesus, I tell you. 2-0 for Juve. 2-1 coming in from Salvatore. Love to hear. Let's go. Let's go. Kids are brutal spread. They are, my brother. All right, everybody. I'm getting jacked up. We're almost ready for that kickoff. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Blow that whistle, ref. And we're off. All right, ball heads over to the right for De Sciglio quickly into Di Maria. Di Maria scanning. We'll go back to Paredes. One touch to Danilo. Danilo is going to slot it over to Bremer. He's going to take a look to his left for Sandro. Sandro, nowhere to really go. Close down quickly. Circles being put under. Left-footed pass back to Bremer, who's going to pump it up the pitch, but it's blocked. Kept in by Nantes. Nantes trying to turn it quickly, coming up the right flank. Bremer closes things down. Trying to get across in, and Bremer has it out, watches it out off the Nantes player. It's going to be a goal kick for Juventus. So Nantes coming out quick, putting us under at the back there. Questions asked of Bremer and Sandro. Again, one of those things about not playing the 4-3-3 going into this one in a competitive match. It's much, much different trying to play out from the back in this setup than what we're used to. So again, guys are going to have to get used to this. Here's Fagioli now. Playing it with Paredes in the back here, and Nantes quickly closing us down, pressing us immediately. Ball to the back with Szczesny. Szczesny over to the left for Sandro. He's got some space to carry it forward, and he's going to take it. Paredes runs to him asking for it. He gets it. Paredes scanning. Not a lot of options. Goes inside for Fagioli. Quickly closed down. Back to Bremer. Has Sandro to his left. Looks him off. Goes over to the right for Danilo. Danilo scan. Di Maria's dropped all the way back level. Pass forward for Vlahovic. Cut out. Nantes trying to turn it. Bad pass. Here's Di Maria running at Nantes defense. Moving forward. Has Fagioli to the right. Plays it to him. Fagioli cross in. Too low. Easily cleared out by Nantes. And that was Girotto clearing it. Here's Rabiot to De Sciglio. De Sciglio goes inside for Di Maria's got a little space forward. Has a hit and it forces a save. Good save from Lafont there. Nice rip from Di Maria. That's a positive start for Juve. Let's go. Sandro inside for Paredes. Paredes scanning. Inside to Rabiot. Rabiot's got Sandro to the left. He plays it to him. Sandro carrying it forward a bit. Pass inside looking Vlahovic's way. Got clipped in the heels there, but play continues on. Here's Chiesa. Scanning. Nowhere to really go. Plays it back. Here we got Bremer. Bremer plays it forward inside. Chiesa trying to play a 1-2 here. Doesn't fall for him. Ooh, pressure, and Chiesa and Di Maria collided. Nantes just ends up clearing it out. Ball goes all the way back to Szczesny. To Bremer inside for Paredes, who finds Di Maria now. Oh, trying to stretch things out for Chiesa there. Heads it in. Stops it. Oh. It was Vlahovic, sorry. And now Deschilio settles it on the flank. Goes over to Danilo. He will go back for Bremer. And Juve will regroup now. Vlahovic and Chiesa were interchanging there, and I actually lost him. Chiesa ended up taking the central role for a split second there, and that's what confused me. Now we got Rabiot on the side, finding Chiesa, who's hugging that flank. Bremer, long ball, well off. That's going to go out for a goal kick, and Lafont will retrieve the ball there. Good positive start for Juve. Ron Rossitano getting his prediction of 3-0 in here. Apex saying if Nantes scores this game, I'm blaming it on Nantes. We blame everything on Nantes, so let's go it. Apex saying I like how we were playing with some urgency. Absolutely. Showing a little rip there from Di Maria. That was a rocket. Close to Lafont, a little too close in the end. Almost took a deflection off the defender's head there. Nantes in possession now just inside Juve's half, but Juve wins the ball back immediately, and that's what we need to do. Win that ball back quickly and then move it. Here's Di Maria. Oh, had a play to the side there, but his pass cut off, but Juve saves it. Finds Deschilio. 1-2 there with Rabiot, but that's cut out. Di Maria battling for it, just can't get it. Juve closing in quickly. Vlahovic applying light pressure to the back line. On Charles and Girotto on it now at the back. And this is a long ball played forward from Nantes. Danilo getting chased backwards, but he's going to see it out for a throw-in. Comboire showing the coach here from Nantes, who, it must be said, has switched formation since a dismal start for their team. But again, he switched to a 4-3-1. However, today, playing a much different setup. There's cut out by Fagioli there. Vlahovic getting in there. He had a chance to play it ahead for Di Maria, but he decided to hold it and he got it stripped. Nantes on the ball now, trying to turn it at Juve. Has a player on the flank there, they're going to play it to. It's Coco. And there you go, stripped. Here's Chiesa on it. Finds Di Maria. Lovely play. Di Maria spinning, trying to create a little bit of time for him to make up his mind. He's got Fagioli to the right, he's going to play it over for him. Fagioli's got Deschilio on his right, Di Maria back on his left, and Paredes comes up in support. Plays it to Paredes, back to Fagioli. Fagioli moves it back to Danilo. Juve's going to regroup. Danilo looks like he was going to go straight across for Sandro, ends up going to Bremer, who then finds Sandro on the left here. Sandro inside, looking Vlahovic. Finds him. Vlahovic drops. Oh, and then the run was set for Chiesa as soon as Vlahovic dropped, but we just weren't set to put that ball over the top. That's a nice little sequence. That looks like something out of the training sessions. Oh, Di Maria, lovely. Skins a player, running at the D-line. Oh, no call there. Fagioli applies a little pressure and wins it. Ball's at Paredes now. Heads it over to the side for Chiesa. Chiesa looking to get engaged. Overlapping run from Sandro. Oh, he tries to flip it straight through to find Di Maria, but it's cut out. Nantes now just pumping the ball out for a Juve throw-in deep in their territory. Great work. Di Maria looks on. We're 6 minutes in and Di Maria looks on. Pogba update. Day to day, my friend. Day to day. Some days are good, some days are bad. We just continue to wait. Nobody really actually knows. Danilo plays over the right for Deschilio. Defender's backing off, so he's got time to carry forward. He's going to play it over the side for Fagioli. Suicide pass, but Fagioli still gets it. But then Aaron pass back for Deschilio. Nantes trying to come back up at Juve. Again, long ball forward. Danilo and Bremer both engaged, but neither one of them comes up with this one. Look like Blas there getting to it for Nantes. Working it around. They're in the center of the pitch here. Juve's in their defensive shell. Not going hard at this one right now, as again, they are set up in their defensive shell. Not too many bodies forward for Nantes anyways. And Juve not having a lot of threats right now. Light pressure is going to be coming here from Juve. working out from their shell. Here's Chiesa applying pressure on the flank. Little give and go, though. He and Sandro get beat. Bremer comes in to clean it up, and he sees it out. It's going to be a Nantes corner kick off of Bremer's block there. Little passive on the defensive phase there, but again, quick little 6-minute start there. You got to just take it easy, get your breath about you again, and then do it all over again. Here's a corner kick for Nantes at the 8-minute mark. Let's get heads to it first. Oh, it's a short one. Kicks it back out. Here's going to be the cross. Oh, it falls. Oh, man. Mohamed had it fall in front of him. Strange bobbles. And, yeah. Not solid there. Juve in a zone and then doesn't clear it. Oh, Danilo missing that one completely on the header in. Yeah, looked like he thought the first player was going to get it. He didn't, and then that caught Danilo off guard. Here's another one cleared out from Juve. Nantes still in possession. Looking to have it back out to the flank. Maybe try and set up another cross into the mixer as they still have bodies forward. Here's a little 1-2 out the side, but Sandro shielding it. Turns it now. Has Di Maria inside. Di Maria, nice little cut and turn. Now he's going to start heading to the right side. He's got a player, DeCilio, out to the right, and he does finally play it to him. Inside for Paredes. Oh, keeps switching it to the left. Waited a little too long, lost his main option. Here's Bremer, inside for Rabiot. Rabiot trying to work it through, he does. Over to Sandro. Sandro over to Chiesa. Chiesa inside for Rabiot. Little 1-2. Oh, there's a through ball. There's a through ball for Vlahovic. But he's out on the flank. But he does see it out off a Nantes player for a Juve throw-in. Here's Sandro inside to Paredes. Paredes scanning inside. Fagioli. Excuse me. Fagioli being put under by Nantes. Good pressure. He does very well. That's great work from Fagioli. Just simply to give himself time, right? Man, he's silky. Comes Danilo. Back in. Paredes. Bremer. Sandro is not at the side to support Bremer. They work a little 1-2 where Bremer starts to take over on the left man. Sandro's got to be there so we can quickly move it out there. Here we go inside. Di Maria, little pass inside. Oh, Vlahovic tried to hit Chiesa on the 1-2 there, but Chiesa started his run a little late. That's okay. That's good. That's good. Looking for one another. I like that. Unfortunately, that clearance did take a deflection off Chiesa. It's going to go out for a goal kick. Now, Lafont's going to have this one in. Defenders moving forward, so he's going route 1. Sissoko making directions. Rabiot engaging. Doesn't win that one here. Paredes tries to get engaged. Bremer then, but the ball just being flipped over everybody. Ends up with Sandro. Sandro earns the foul there after a bad first touch. Feels like Juve playing the Australian national side. Not because of how Nantes plays, but just the jerseys. Yellow and green. All I can think of is the Socceroos. Here we go, Di Maria popping it back for Paredes. Back to Di Maria. He switches field nicely for Sandro. Sandro moving forward. Chiesa made a run forward and then stopped to drop back to be an option. Paredes' pass gets cut off. Lazy little flip pass trying to hit Rabiot there. Rabiot engaging. Putting some pressure. Here's DeCilio dropping back. Fagioli now. As the ball goes all the way back now, Juve pushes them back to their central defenders. All right, Girotto on it now for Nantes. Play it in for Sissoko. And that was John Charles. It's inside now. Oh, lovely, lovely work from Juve to quickly close that down and earn that possession back. Nantes dropping back rather quickly now. And Juve's just got to keep that up here. But, yeah, Paredes, lazy little toucher in the middle. Let's go. Let's go. Rabiot over to the side here. Paredes now for Sandro. He's got Chiesa just ahead of him. Chooses to stop, play it back inside for Rabiot. He's got Di Maria to his right. Plays it to him. Di Maria's got DeCilio all across on the flank, but he tries to go over the top for Chiesa. Settled, header, Vlahovic, goal! Beautiful goal, everybody. Let's go. Let's go. That is a goal. Woo! What magic there, baby. Di Maria flipping that ball over the top. Chiesa is onside there. Ball bounces. He heads it in for Vlahovic. And there you go, everybody. That's a goal. That's a beauty. That is a beauty. Di Maria's pass is absolute magic there. Let's go. Let's chalk this one up on the board for the good guys, everybody. Let's go. Let's go. What a goal. Beautiful. Dusan Vlahovic for one. There you go. There you go. Absolute beautiful goal. Second best of the season, Andrew says. Absolutely. So far, so good. Let's keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. Deepak saying front three. Di Magico. Di Magico. Di Mamma Mia. Let's go. What a pass. Beautiful goal, everybody. My God. Tic-tac-toe from the Trident. Let's see if we keep it rolling. That's a beautiful start. Just shy of 14 minutes here. 1-0 for the good guys. Let's keep it going, everybody. I want to see the statement game here. Here's Paredes heading it back for Bremer. Bremer's got Danilo to the right, and he's going to slot it over for him. Look at this. Keep it up with the business. Nice pass straight ahead. Jolie settles it in for DeCilio. Di Maria dropping back. DeCilio starts to make a run. Drops it for Fagioli. Back into Di Maria. Chiesa. Oh, all alone on the left. Played inside for Sandro. Oh, nice little one-touch pass in for Vlahovic, but just a little bit too slow for him to catch up to, and it gets cut out. That's lovely play from Juve, though. Lovely play from Juve. Great move from Sandro there to move into that space because Di Maria had a full switch field all the way over to Chiesa. Large gap in the middle, but Sandro stepped into it, and that was fantastic from him. Goes very late into Pavard there, though, and yeah, might see color there, but man, that is beautiful. That was beautiful. Andrew says, if Allegri sits us back, I will jump out of my window. Don't jump out of your window, brother. Do not jump out of your window. Chiesa, Vlahovic, beautiful connection. And I'll throw Di Maria's first pass into there too, because that was absolutely beautiful. There you go. There you go, Roaz. The pass was beautiful. Di Maria's class. What a player. Hey, man. Even if it's for just 1 year, I picked up the Di Maria kit, and I've always liked him as a player. He is just class. There's nothing you could say about this guy. He is great. Really, really talented and fun player to watch. At times for us this season, frustrating, but I think also the way we are trying to use him. But Sandro on that last little sequence almost hitting Vlahovic and having him in a 1v1 with Gironto there. But great step from him into that space that opened itself up. Here's Di Maria again dropping back with the midfielders to pick up that ball and distribute. And he finds Sandro to the left. Carries it forward, stops. Back for Paredes. Inside Bremer. To Di Maria, back to Paredes. Close down, not a lot of options. Goes all the way back for Bremer. Bremer will probably go to Szczesny. He does. And Juve will have to come back and take their shape. Szczesny popping things over the top. Over to the left there. Inside now for Sandro. And Sandro just twisting and turning, buying himself some time. Plays it over to Danilo, who's got DeCilio there. Quickly closed down. He goes back inside to Sandro. Sandro going over the top. Trying to stretch things out over to the left side. Finding Adrian Rabiot. Rabiot's got Chiesa down the flank. He stops. And now Rabiot finds him. Oh, Chiesa trying to flip it back for Rabiot. He does. Ball falls to Di Maria. Oh, and he tries to flip it over the top again. And he's back on it. Look at the dribble. Oh, he just tried to slot it through and just missed. That would have been beautiful. Di Maria is on today, everybody. We are watching the Di Maria show. He got jacked up because I threw him on the thumbnail for this watch along, and now he's putting on a show. Let's go. Let's get those likes up too, everybody. Come on. Let's get those likes up while you're dropping in here. And if you're new to the channel, of course, subscribe. Let's go. Forza Juve. We're up 1-0. Let's keep her rolling. I'm smashing stuff. I'm hitting microphones. I'm jacked up. I've been jacked up for this one. Let's go. Nantes in possession now on the right side. Juve in their defensive shell. Again, little to no pressure right now. Di Maria applying a little bit. Nantes slowly inching bodies forward. Balls over to the right side. They're trying to come into the middle through Girevella. And now he's going to play it over to the side. They go all the way to the left flank there. Oh, crossed in. Headed out by Bremer. Rabiot engaging. Chiesa trying to work it out, but no. Back to Girevella for Nantes. Oh, trying to play a pass through there. It's cut out by Fagioli, and then Szczesny comes out and grabs it. Good work for Juventus defensively. They're closing them down quickly. Marcus Coco has completely switched sides for Nantes, and he was the one finding himself on the left flank when starting off on the right. So very, very interesting here. Nantes trying to change things up a bit. Here's Rabiot carrying it through the middle. Stops, twists, turns, trying to find an option. Finds Danilo to the right side. He's going to play it now over for De Sciglio on the right flank. De Sciglio going all the way back for Paredes. Paredes switching it up to Sandro. Sandro only has Chiesa up ahead of him to his left, so he's going to go back inside for Paredes. Suicides him. Paredes does a good job to slide past that ball back for Bremer. Let's go, Sandro. Come on. Inside for Chiesa. Chiesa twisting, turning. Basically freezing Nantes defenders while he looks for an option. Ball worked all the way to the back and around from Bremer now to Danilo over to Di Maria, who is dropped again. Little inside pass for De Sciglio. Touch back for Di Maria. Di Maria now flip back for Bremer. He's got Sandro on the left. He plays it to him. Sandro moving forward. Finds Chiesa. Back for Paredes. Inside for Rabiot. Rabiot. Back to Chiesa. Back for Rabiot. One touch. Oh, Sandro slowed his run down. Is going to get called for the foul on the back. But, man, that was, again, a nice sequence. Much better sequence. I got to say, Sandro is looking very, very active. Extremely active today. One of my concerns about the 4-3 was going to be our fullbacks. But I have to say, man, Sandro is active today. So you could see De Sciglio taking up more of a stabilizing role so far, 20 minutes in, and Sandro being the one pushing the pace for as far as our fullback play goes. And you know what? I'm fine with that. We've seen a lot of teams do that. Ball inside for Paredes. Over to Fagioli. He's got some time to scan. Plays it to Di Maria. Di Maria, again, just freezing everybody up. Even just by lifting his leg as if he's going to make that pass, you see everybody stop. It's amazing when you watch players like that. Just everybody's almost mesmerized, like just waiting for this cutting-edge pass, and he's just really buying himself some time. So smart like that. So smart like that. The little twists, the turns, the feints. Here's a pass all the way forward for Fagioli. Back to Di Maria, but he goes back to Bremer. Here's Rabiot controlling it in the middle. Finding Di Maria. He's in the center of the pitch. Has two options out to the left. He plays it in. It's Chiesa. Chiesa tries to play it inside for Fagioli. It's cut out, but it'll go all the way back into Bremer's possession. Plays it in for Paredes. And Paredes is just scanning. Danilo moves away over to the flank. Paredes will play it in for Rabiot. Goes all the way back for Bremer. Danilo all the way to the right. He gets it. De Sciglio to his immediate right. But Danilo goes route one up top trying to find Vlahovic. Vlahovic fighting for it. He does earn the foul for Juventus, so it's going to be a free kick. Let's see if Juve can capitalize. Put some numbers up there. No, they want to take it short. And that's a quick touch from Paredes to De Sciglio. He's going to go for Bremer here. Bremer and play it up for Fagioli. A lot of interchange in the middle of the pitch there between Fagioli, Rabiot, Paredes. Here's Bremer finding Di Maria again. Constantly draw. Oh, here's a nice ball over the top. Oh, Vlahovic just couldn't find it. A little too far ahead. Lafont ends up picking it up. Another great ball from Di Maria. My God. And he's moving everywhere, and Nantes just can't find him. They just can't find him. And it's working out fantastic for us. Like I said, a little more rigidity and getting Chiesa involved. Chiesa's hugging that left flank. He is coming in at times, and when he does, Sandro makes sure to take advantage of the spaces that are opening up. And Sandro's doing that not only overlapping Chiesa, but also centrally by moving in. So it's looking really good from Juventus so far. Here's Nantes with a little bit of possession in here, trying to work some 1-2s, and Bremer just muscles his man off the ball easily, like as if he's going up against a child. Here's De Sciglio moving it forward, playing it for Fagioli. Does great to turn his man. He's in possession. He's just buying time, plays it inside for Rabiot. Rabiot will move it ahead for Di Maria. Fagioli moving forward. He finds him. Here's Fagioli now, going back for De Sciglio, and Juve's just going to regroup now. Playing it back to Danilo, and then inside it's Rabiot on it again. He's going to go over to his left for Paredes. Sandro overlapping on the left. Ball played inside for Vlahovic. Errant pass, but Sandro saves it. Back inside for Di Maria. Di Maria, little 1-2 for Chiesa. Stop and go from Chiesa. He's through. Oh, his pass cut out. Him and Vlahovic. Vlahovic was going, and Chiesa thought he was going to pivot and stall for him. Much, much better, though. Again, get everybody involved. Get them active. Get them on the ball. Here's Blas for Nantes going back for Coco. Inside. Giravella in over to the right. Jean-Charles. Pass inside, but Paredes takes it. Quickly plays it forward. This is Di Maria. Vlahovic is engaged 1v1. Oh, Di Maria waited too long. Ran literally right into his man. Looked like he was taking a look up, trying to make his decision. Just couldn't make his decision in time and ended up just running right into the opponent. He's down right now. We're going to get a little bit of a break here. All right, everybody. How we feeling? Let's go. Yeah. Arash Cavalieri say Max is reviving Sandro's career. Man is in game breaker mode. He's very, very active. One of the first things I noticed is Sandro's effort level and energy. Can he keep it up for this full game? Let's go. Much, much better immediately for Chiesa and his involvement in this one. Much, much more involved right out of the gate, so you love to see it. Love to see that. That goal. They're just showing that goal again. That's just magic. That is just magic. You got Di Maria, ball over the top to Chiesa, finding Vlahovic there. That's a money goal. Absolute money goal. Here's a cross in from Nantes as they get play rolling again. It's cleared out. They're going to maintain possession. Jean-Charles inside. Coco now back on the right side, trying to do some work on the flank there. Rabiot intervenes, saves the ball, plays it inside for Bremer. One touch out to Sandro. Sandro's going to go route one. Vlahovic is going to engage, chests it down, but he gets called for a foul on the back. All right, everybody, let's give you a quick little rundown on some of the stats in this one so far. So it's 65% possession for Juve, 35 for Nantes, 2 total attempts for Juve, 2 on target, 1 big chance, 1 goal, 0 shots for Nantes. Absolutely nothing for them so far. So Juve sniffing everything out and doing a good job. Here's a cross coming in, and Bremer handles it with ease. Nantes trying to come back in. Giravella again. Just scanning in the middle there. Juve's in their shell. Light pressure on the ball here. Here's a cross going back post, but it's easily falling into Szczesny's hands. All right. Let's go, Juve. I want 2 before half. Let's go. I want 2 before half. Come on. Inside from Bremer. Rabiot's going to go over to Danilo. Danilo's got Di Maria, who has dropped all the way back. He's scanning. He's going to switch field. Go all the way to the opposite side for Sandro. Juve slowly moving forward. Inside to Rabiot. Bad pass back, but Paredes has to save it. Inside for Di Maria. Back to De Sciglio. Back to Di Maria. Inside for Paredes. 1-2 with De Sciglio. De Sciglio tries to go up top for Vlahovic. He chests it down, then plays it over to his right. But the pass wasn't very good. Chiesa has to drop back to find it. He does. Played forward for Rabiot. Rabiot working on his man there, trying to turn him. Can't, but possession still remains with Rabiot. Ball working its way around. Paredes over to Fagioli. Fagioli's got DeCilio making a run. Just can't find him. He's going to eat it and move backwards. Ball played inside for Bremer. Time for Bremer to come inside. Finds Di Maria. Di Maria has a hit. Oh, forces a big save from Lafond. Great hit from Di Maria. Man, defenders stepping up into the space and then finding these attackers. Great play there, man. Di Maria having a good hit, forcing a stop there from Lafont. Nantes trying to work their way back forward. Pressure coming on them from Chiesa there. Midfielders getting back into their positions. Here's Fagioli engaging. And they're just zoning up. Juve's just zoning up. So they're not going to stick it man-to-man. They're just going to drop back into their zones and then slowly move out from there. As you see when Fagioli let his man run out to take the drop in. He and Danilo on the same page. Nantes working the ball around. Girotto forcing it. Here's the ball, trying to pop it over the top. Cleared out. DeCilio, he's going to bomb it forward. But can only get as far as Nantes player. Trying to get a handball call there. No avail. Nantes still on it. Excuse me. Shot. Oh. Nantes out of nowhere with a shot. Probably about 25 out. Just coming off of the right flank, but Szczesny watches it out. No problem. Yeah, Szczesny always watching that wide. He knew everything about that one. Let's go. Let's go. Paredes over to Di Maria. Continues to drop and give them that extra option in the middle. DeCilio inside for Paredes to Di Maria. Di Maria wants to switch his field out. Uses Paredes. Paredes finds Bremer. And now we move forward. Di Maria just trailing very slowly. Trying to be that option inside. Sandro plays inside for Paredes. Paredes trying to switch it out of there. He goes back to Bremer. Bremer has Danilo there. DeCilio dropping down on the right flank. Danilo's going to find him. He's got space ahead of him. Little bit of pressure on him now because of the touch to settle that. Back to Danilo. Danilo's going to go all the way over to the left side where Paredes remained and just waited. Inside for Sandro now, who's exchanged with Paredes. Oh, pass. Ended up hitting Rabiot, but Fagioli gets to it. Fagioli inside for Rabiot. Oh, he's got some pressure applied to him. Just can't get it to fall. Fagioli's tackle is late, and Nantes moves on. Sissoko coming down the flank. Plays it inside. Here's Paredes getting involved. No foul there. Looked like he might get that one. Here's Fagioli moving the ball forward, but he's looking for options, and he wants to slow things down. Playing it to DeCilio, goes inside for Di Maria. Di Maria, little pass, short pass for Rabiot. Another short one for Sandro, who's stepping up. Sandro trying to go over the top for Vlahovic. It's deflected. Deflected, and Lafont had to get hands to it. If Vlahovic wasn't so far ahead, he probably would have found himself with a tapper there, but hard not to make that run there. Here's DeCilio inside for Di Maria. Di Maria, tries to meg his man. And defender just gets to it. Nantes clears the ball all the way forward, but it's going to be Bremer recovering. We're at 30 minutes, closing in on 31st minute. This has been a comfortable half for Juventus. Nantes getting one shot, and it's from well out and was well wide. Juve working the ball very well, getting a few opportunities to maybe do some damage. But we got to start getting some more opportunities again. But it's looking good. It's looking good. Arash saying Sandro with Pirlo-esque passes. What's going on? Hey, man, don't ask questions. Just take it. Don't ask questions. Just take it for what it is. Here we got a pass inside. Fagioli challenged. Loses it. Nantes trying to turn, but there's three Juve defenders there. Sandro ends up getting a piece of it, and it goes out for a throw-in. Nantes quickly having it in. They're going to work the ball around. Probably go all the way across their back line, in which they are. Girotto finding Coco, who again is switched, or is now Sissoko who finds himself on that side. Playing it inside. Chirivella. Going back into Sissoko. Fagioli intercepts. And now we're off. Here's Chiesa. Chiesa's going to take his man on. He's got a second coming in to challenge him. Oh, look at the stop and go. Oh, the cross. It's deep, though. Deep out to the back post. Vlahovic had made a half run, sitting at about the center of the area. Here's Coco on it. Playing it back. It goes back out to Coco. Great stop and go from Chiesa, though. Fantastic stuff there. Nantes right now just trying to use some 1-2 passes to get out of their area. Here's Chirivella playing it up to the right side. This is going to be Jean-Charles. Inside. Mutasami. Over to the side. And it's Blas. Inside. Mutasami has a cross in, and that's cleared out from Danilo. Chiesa just couldn't get there to save that. It's going to go out for a Nantes throw, and they have it quickly. Mutasami again. Inside for Chirivella. Chirivella. And up top. Sissoko through ball, but it's too far. Bremer just goes there to make sure it goes out, and it does. It's going to be Juventus goal kick. 33 minutes in on this half. I'd like to see us come out of here with a second goal, everybody. Got to keep asking questions and putting them under here. Man, Sandro lays that pass in there. The defender gets it all wrong. And if Vlahovic was, say, a second slower on the run-up, he would have been in a position to maybe stop and tap that home. But unfortunately, he was going straight at her. Straight at that ball, as you would. Szczesny pumping this thing forward. Chested down by Vlahovic. Looking for a call. No avail. Now it's trying to turn it on Juve here. Playing it over to the side. Coco is going to have a right-footed cross in there. Paredes heads it out. Di Maria battling, but just can't settle it. Paredes, great interception. DeShilio couldn't get there to save that one from going out for a Nantes throw-in. Paredes, one thing you gotta say about him is when he goes in for a challenge, it is aggressive. He makes sure that opposition is feeling it. Let me tell you, my God. Now we got a comment coming in here saying that you could tell Chiesa is a little bit afraid to go for it, but I think he's going to get better. Yeah, I don't know. He was doing some good stop and goes there, and I don't know. I think he's strong. He's making good runs, and again, the understanding when Vlahovic dropped, Chiesa's been going a couple times, and I highlighted it, but we just didn't have presence of mind and the other guys in the right frame of mind to send that ball over the top. But I like what he's doing. He's doing good stuff. And Di Maria's dropping down, being one of the main creators. Here's Di Maria again on the ball in the middle. Finding Bremer, who's going to go back for Di Maria, who just inches his way forward and continues to scan. Always looking upfield, too. Always. First look. Here's a nice ball over the top from Chiesa, finding Sandro. Sandro tries a low cross. It's going to go out for a corner kick for Juventus. Come on, everybody. Let's go. Who's feeling number two here? Arash is saying that Fagioli is not having a good game. Now, I'm going to ask everybody here on the live chat, is it Fagioli not having a good game or the way we are trying to play and it's being dictated by Di Maria? I feel like Di Maria is our go-to and he is literally playing out of the midfield and Fagioli is just essentially bypassing him, moving him forward. The game is not allowing us to find Fagioli and get him involved too much, but again, I think that's just more because of how we're using Di Maria. Here's a corner in. Come on. Get to it. Sandro gets to it, but can't direct it towards goal. It's going to be a goal kick for Nantes. Let's go. Much respect, Ed. Thanks for dropping by, brother. All right, let's go. And yeah, I think same thing. Just because of our game, Fagioli just hasn't seen a lot of the ball. When he has been found, we have pretty much overlapped the opposite side. So again, his only real option is DeShilio on the right. So more often than not, he has been doing a good job to at least buy time, twist and turn, and then find Di Maria or Paredes or move the ball to the other side. So I don't think he's doing bad by any means. Here's Nantes on the ball. Moving it around. Mutasami Inside, back to Mutasami. He's going to drop it back. Kiravella now on the ball for Nantes. They're trying to work something along that right flank. They have done a lot of their work predominantly on the right side of the pitch. And I'm not sure if that's just by design or how they've done it. They've had some interesting changes positionally, and they've changed it twice already within one half as far as which players on which flanks they operate, but still predominantly right side. Nicely cut out by Bremer, easily. Rabiot moves forward. Oh, finding Vlahovic there. Vlahovic going to settle, play for Di Maria. Di Maria scanning, trying to go over the top for Vlahovic. Just can't get it over. Cleared out by Nantes. They're going to be in position again, trying to go up that right flank. Finding a player moving forward. Low pressure from the midfield. Paredes and Fagioli are actually dropping back. So is De Sciglio. And they're just going to go into their shell while Nantes moves forward here. Kiravella again. Scanning. He's going to go all the way to the right flank there. A little bit of room there. He's going to cut on Chiesa. Have a left-footed shot. Bounces off. Sandro, then Paredes. It does go out for a Nantes corner kick. Just a little pinball game there, and then he just couldn't read it quick enough. Paredes clears that corner out. Goes all the way back. Nantes might have it right back into the mixer here. Cross going back post. De Sciglio engaged. Then Danilo, that looks like a handball on Nantes player off the deflection there, but no call. Move forward. Great job shielding there for Vlahovic. Just can't get the ball to settle as he tries to move away from his defender with it. And Nantes is going to go right back on it through Mutasami, playing it over to the side for Blas. Cutting in on Chiesa. Now played out. Here's going to be a hit, but it's weak and it's wide of Szczesny's goal. He sees it out. Oh, man. All right, everybody. 1-0. 1-0. I want to see at least another goal. And if we don't get one before the half, I definitely don't want to see us get into a comfortable shell for the second half, all right? I'll tell you that. Max Allegri shouting orders. Potentially shouting at fans. Who knows these days? De Sciglio trying to get that throw in for Vlahovic. Cut out but falls back to De Sciglio. Di Maria with a nice quick switch field over to Sandro. We're at the 40-minute mark. He finds Chiesa across the left flank. Chiesa will be moving forward, taking the space that's given to him. He's going to have a quick cross in. Doesn't get past the first line, but it's stopped by Paredes. Juve still in possession, trying to inch forward. Oh, pass from Paredes to Di Maria is off, and we let Nantes off the hook. Sissoko leaves it there. Oh, man. Looks like Coco's going to be the one to take it in for Nantes. Nope, he is going to leave it yet again. Palois. Come on. Paloy in. Oh, try and engage there. Danilo ends up finding Rabiot, who heads it back for Bremer. Let's go. Back in Juve's possession. Here's Sandro. Inside for Paredes. Paredes over to Di Maria, who's got space to work on the right flank. He's got De Sciglio moving ahead of him. He plays it to him. De Sciglio cuts inside on his man. Was held up a bit. Paloy coming in there, getting a piece of De Sciglio. De Sciglio's down, but Nantes, no foul called, and they're going to move forward. This guy's a big guy. There's a challenge in from Fagioli. And he gets the foul called on him. No color, no nothing. Di Maria trying to let the ref know that he thought De Sciglio was fouled earlier. Yeah, you know, right in front of the lines too. That was he was held up there. Looked like he got a knee to the junk. Ooh, De Sciglio. Ooh, ah. Good little quad into the junk, but he's holding his face. Fagioli intercepts this one. Oh, Vlahovic, bad touch, trying to make a quick pass to Rabiot, and that allows Nantes to come at us here. Sandro's going to engage here, doesn't get that header, but now Rabiot does, heads it forward. Still in Nantes' possession. Inside to Chirivella. He's going to have time to find somebody, but again, they are playing predominantly on that right flank. Continue to drop it off for Chirivella, who finds Mutasami. Plays it inside, and here it's cut out by Di Maria, and Juve's off to the races. Di Maria tried to slip it through Palois there, couldn't. And it falls back, and Nantes has, again, Juve's dropped back, so they don't have enough pressure to make things hard for Nantes here, and they're going to be able to get out of their area and move forward. Here's Sissoko playing it up. Coco is going to go back for Palois here. To Coco, inside. Chirivella again on it. 43 minutes, everybody. Forza Juve, harsh on Dushan there. It's trash on the ball. Those are easy ones. I don't want to see those kind of cheap mistakes. Cheap turnovers suck. Don't do that. Don't do that. BAT97 saying Paredes is a real disaster. Dushan cannot protect the ball. He's struggled in a few instances tonight for sure. Juventus wins the throw-in deep in their territory. Chiesa getting shoved into the lines. Lobbying for a little bit more there. Closing in on 45 minutes. We're probably going to get 2 minutes, I'd have to guess, stoppage time. Not a whole bunch. Juve working it up the left side. Able to work it all the way around. Sandro finding Bremer. Now Danilo. De Sciglio hugging that right flank. Danilo's got a lot of space to move forward. Now finding De Sciglio. De Sciglio with a nice quick cut inside. That buys you enough time. Finding Di Maria. Over to Rabiot. He's got Chiesa. And now he finds Chiesa. Di Maria's going to move forward. Keep his defender engaged. Di Maria has moved down. Here's Chiesa. Oh yeah, little heel pass trying to find Sandro. Just cut out. Sandro getting engaged again. It's good work. We're doing the right things. The movement's been good. Again, just a little execution. Just inches. Game's all about inches. Throwing inside for Vlahovic. Stops that one. Back to Sandro. Over to Chiesa. Chiesa into Di Maria. Di Maria scanning. Trying to go through to Sandro, but Chiesa stops it. Chiesa working on two. Oh, cuts in. Very aggressive challenge there. Chiesa's going to earn the foul. We've got 1 minute of stoppage time, everybody. I'm going to shut down the ticker for now while it goes into stoppage time. Yellow card there for Castelletto. So he's going to get the yellow there. And that's an easy one there. Oh, yeah. Just easily putting that shoulder into him. Jean-Charles. Juve having a word here. Let's put this one in right before half. Let's really crush some spirits there for Nantes. Come on. Why every Nantes player looks so massive compared to ours? They're on the juice, man. They're on the juice. Gotta be. Here we go. Paredes and Di Maria both on this one. Paredes would have it. It would be in swinging. Looks like he is going to. Over the top forces Lafont to come out there and stop there. Deflected out to the right. Rabiot battling for it to maintain it. He keeps it so that it's going to be a Juve throw-in. We're at a minute and a half here into stoppage. And he's going to shut it down for halftime, everybody. All right, we have half. Let's go, everybody. Man, so Lafont ended up having to get hands on that one from Paredes' hit. It was curling towards goal. Whether it would make it inside of that, let's see. Arash saying they sent the rugby team instead of the football team. Yeah, Probably. They are looking a lot larger than our boy, especially that Sissoko, man. Holy. That's a big boy, man. That's a big, big boy. Okay, I'm going to hit you all with the statistics so far in this one, okay? I'm sure they're going to pull up highlights, talk about some of the highlights again, but statistics 56% possession for Juventus, 44 for Nantes. Finished with 5 total attempts from Juve, 4 being on target. Nantes finishes with 4 total shots, 0 on target. 0 big chances created from Nantes, and 1 big chance created by Juventus, and obviously they scored on it. If you think back to some of the good things Juventus is getting done in this half, and that is without a doubt just the amount of movement off the ball. More often than not, when you watch this Juventus side, we're very, very stagnant. And when one player gets the ball, there's not a lot of movement. When you get Di Maria and Chiesa on there, that's one extra guy that is making moves, that is doing something even when they're not on the ball. That is huge for the team, and it makes everything a lot easier. Sandro has to be given some credit there because he was filling the spaces from a defensive role. He was very active, bombing forward, all right? Doing a very, very good job. As far as De Sciglio goes, De Sciglio is essentially just being that stabilizer, okay? So essentially think of it as one attacking flank and one where it's more in terms of stabilization. Whenever we've created from the right side, it has been through Di Maria. Now, there's been some comments that are saying that Fagioli is not doing enough. He is not good. He's not having a good game. This is just because of how we were playing and what he's doing. Yes, he is moving forward immediately, but what that does is keep a defender honest, and it moves them away from Di Maria as he drops down. So for Di Maria to operate like that, what Fagioli is doing needs to happen. So he has to continue to do that, keep them honest, and that gets Di Maria involved. Chiesa is hugging that left byline. This is keeping Nantes stretched, not allowing them to close down, and it's given us options centrally for what we can do, all right? So again, all that has to happen. This is all good for me in this first half. If I had to pick somebody to name as the MVP so far in this one, though, I do have to go with Di Maria. His passing has been lovely. Sandro is up there for the work he's been doing. He's been fantastic. Can't believe I'm saying it, but it has to be said. There are going to be questions that we will probably ask heading out of this game based on what we've seen so far in the first half, but we still have a second half to play, and I want to see us not get too comfortable and not relax. It is going to be important and crucial for Juve to get out there and find another goal. So while we've seen a lot of good stuff so far, the team has to get in rhythm and has to find goals. We have to get the level of confidence up and rolling, and it's important to get Chiesa a goal. It's important to get some outside guys involved, even getting more opportunities a little bit quicker and less time between these opportunities. Start really putting them under. We started making it a little bit too easy for Nantes to relieve the pressure and get out. So I want to see them dial things up. Let's get to some of your comments here, everybody, and see what we're at. Alex P. Yeah. Fagioli is key to enabling Di Maria to do what he needs to do. Fagioli and Di Maria are running rings around the Nantes midfield. Absolutely. They're doing all the right things. Like I said, Fagioli has been key to allowing Di Maria to do what he's got to do. Anthony saying Max got the lineup right. Anthony Trimboli, 4-3-3 was a great call by Max. Absolutely. I didn't expect it. I did not expect it. So I think we have to give Max some credit here because everybody was doubting it. And again, just when you think you've got him all figured out, and when he says things like it's going to be important to play in Europa League and whatnot because these competitions sharpen you up, and in training it's not the same challenges and whatnot. And then all of a sudden, boom, here's your 4-3-3. What, you wanted a trident? I haven't even thought about it. Boom, here's your trident. And so far, again, what I said is still holding up. And I said this yesterday morning. I put it out in a tweet, and I said, for me, going into this game, if you want your trident, it's 4-3-3 or bust. The 3-4-3 had gaps all over the place, and it didn't look good. And I think a strong team, a smart team, a well-organized team could find counters against us. The funny thing is maybe, just maybe, Nantes expected that because they were initially supposed to set up in a 4-2-3-1. I don't know if that's what Max started to read into what they were going to do, because for a long stretch of games leading up to this, Nantes was going 4-2-3-1, and they also changed. So who knows? A little bit of chess match there between these two guys, but Max decided on the 4-3-3. I was surprised because we haven't seen it in a competitive match yet, but so far it's been a great call. But again, you know, you can see why there would be some doubt there, but Sandro is putting in a good shift. A good shift. Paredes. I see the comments in here in the chat about Paredes, all right? And look, it's been mixed bag out there for Paredes, but ultimately in terms of tempo and what he's doing and finding the right guys, it's fine. It's fine. I don't think Paredes in there or out of there is going to be make or break. There was a couple interesting scenarios in there that he was put under from passes from his teammates as well, but I don't think it's make or break whatsoever. So again, so far 4-3-3's been solid. You've got Sandro as filling in centrally. He's filling in as a fullback. He's doing a really good job. Chiesa's tight to that wing, and Di Maria is allowed to be your freewheeling player. But the three midfielders is key. Having three midfielders in there is key for sure. So it's working out great so far. Let's see what the second half brings. But I need to see goals, everybody. I need to see some more goals. Yeah, I agree. I think Paredes is doing all right now. Gotta save some players for the weekend. Hey, excuse me. The mighty Spezia awaits, but we're going to be without Bremer for that one. Nantes we're handling comfortably so far. I don't think it's make or break if we got to get, what's his name, Paredes out of there. I think I would leave him in there, okay? Now, Peter's saying Trident, but Di Maria behind the two monsters. So, hey, yeah, that's essentially how we're making it work. But man, that goal, let's talk about that goal, everybody. That was a beautiful goal. We need to see more of that. And again, we haven't seen these guys get enough time whatsoever this season. You know, Chiesa waiting for him to get back, Di Maria injury, then Vlahovic injury. But if we were able to work with this a lot sooner, I fail to believe that we wouldn't be scoring way more goals than we have, to be honest. I find it hard to believe. Again, even when these guys don't have the ball, guys like Chiesa and Di Maria are making the right moves and really doing a good job. But for me, this team's got to start scoring, and I think it's going to come. Anthony wants 2 more goals. I want 5 more goals, but let's see if they can get the job done. Now, we got Andrew saying, how do you watch Duchamp play and think there's any chance of him wanting to leave? He lives and breathes Juve. You know what? It's just because anything can happen. I've seen crazier, and again, the world we live in now, money talks, and hey, if you're asking me what I want and what the potential of what something could happen, they're completely different, my friend. Because I want Duchamp to stay. I want him to excel at Juve. I want him to be our big main guy. However, anything can happen. We got to wait till the dust settles at the end of the season, and then we'll see what's up. I'm laughing at this. Yeah, 2 more goals, 3 more goals. Let's go. We need to score again, as I don't want us to be under stress. Yeah, but stress and Juve, hey man, they go hand in hand. All of us Juventini, we should be no strangers to stress. That's the way it comes. I want to remind everybody, while we got about 58 here, drop a like on this video right now, okay? And if you're new to the channel, subscribe. What are you waiting for? We got you covered on everything Juventus, all right? Getting close to getting back into the action. We're not far off. Let's get down to some more comments here. If you guys got any questions too, drop them in. Let's go. It will come, but midfielder need to go more forward. But Allegri, question mark. Well, let's see what happens. Max threw us all for a loop with the 4-3-3. Maybe we come out guns blazing in the second half and seal this one early. Who knows? Fingers crossed, because that's what I want to see. Let's see what Dominique coming in here saying. We're relying on Di Maria's brilliance. That's our match plan. Let's be honest about it. One of our plans is to use Di Maria as a creative force in the middle. However, there have been a lot of outside sequences utilizing Vlahovic and Chiesa. However, when the ball has found Sandro or sometimes Bremer, that next pass hasn't come. I think by design, those are meant to hit Paredes. However, they've been landing at Sandro and sometimes Bremer. So there's something off in terms of that sequence. But I would still like to see those other guys taking the shots. But it's not solely relying on Di Maria's brilliance. There's a little more to it. It's, again, just fine-tuning. We haven't seen this in a competitive match. And I agree with Max's comments leading into this game that training is good and you could train hard, but it's not the same as in-game. It just isn't the same in-game. But again, this is much better than what we've seen. Juventini. Let's be honest here. I said again, if you're going to talk about formation, setups, tactics, half the battle with this team is the approach. We saw, and I will agree with people in the chat, the approach dropped a little bit, okay? The approach dropped a little bit. I want to see the intensity pick back up again, okay? I don't want us to make it easy for Nantes to get out of their area and whatnot and their half. I want to keep them under, and I want to raise the amount of chances we are getting, okay? So I want to see that. Now, Animesh saying, don't let this become another Villarreal. Kill their hopes in the second half. 1,000%, my friend. 1,000%. Let's crush that hope. All right. Now, Peter's saying, Alberto, we should watch a game together. Group chat where in Toronto, Juventini together. I am not in Toronto, but we have members of the All Juve cast team that are in the GTA, and we did run a watch party at Cafe Juventus, okay? Juve Cafe in Toronto, and that was fantastic. So there has been talks about maybe trying to get one in there before end of the season today. But yeah, we will definitely try our best to make something happen, Peter, all right? There's Anthony throwing the hands up for the GTA area. Let's go, let's go. All right, I'm ready for the second half, everybody. I want to see some goals. We'll go through ratings. Who's everybody think so far player of the half for Juve? Okay, if you're going to drop MVP, early MVP, who is it? We're watching the players take to the pitch again. Give me your early MVP shouts, and then I'll give you some ratings. I'm going to give you ratings according to SofaScore, all right? Vlahovic sitting at 7.1. Chiesa sitting at 7.3. Di Maria at 7. Paredes at 7.1. Sandro at 7.1 so far. Di Maria MVP for Philip right now so far. There you go. Di Maria from Dominic. Di Maria from Rasitano. Di Mamma Mia from Andrew Juve. Yeah, pretty much Di Maria. And my God, that goal. I could watch that goal on loop. It was so beautiful. Chiesa, little touch header assist for Vlahovic. Boom! Stick it to my veins. Let's go. Come on. Teams are coming out of the tunnel. We're getting ready to go. El Fideo there, Di Maria. Looking at Rabiot, looking at Bremer. looks in the zone. Max Allegri looks the same. Always looking stressed out. Chiesa sharing a little laugh with Dusan. We're getting ready for second half to kick off, baby. Let's go, everybody. I'm going to wait for that ticker to catch up, and then I'm going to drop it. Let's go. And second half kicks off. Gonna wait for it to catch up that 20 seconds, and then we're locked in until full time. Cross coming in, headed out. Nantes trying to get it out. Chiesa battling, keeping it in. And we're back locked in on the clock. Throw in for Nantes here as they kick things off, wanting to come at Juventus. Here's a left-footed cross going back post. Deschilio watching it out. Going to see it out for a goal kick. Well done. Gives the little Bonucci ass check so that he could shield that one out for the goal kick. We should be seeing some of those twerk moves pretty soon. He's back and healthy. Here's Szczesny. Long ball trying to go to Chiesa. Oh, nicely cut out by Rabiot. Chiesa gets it. Oh my God, Vlahovic. Poor pass from Dusan to Chiesa, man. That's a shorty. You gotta make that. He's just trying to touch these things. Here's Sandro. Holy, and Sandro puts it a mile ahead of Chiesa. My God, Chiesa must be thinking, guys, I'm right here. What are we doing here? I'm right here. Quick throw in from Sandro. Oh my God, so nonchalant there from Paredes. Holy, settle down, boys. Settle it down. Di Maria coming back to have a little touch. Falling it to Danilo. And now Juve can regroup here. Fagioli starting to move forward again. Keeping defenders honest. Ball finding itself to Bremer. Bremer's going to go inside for Paredes all the way back to Szczesny. Man, just a little ball to Federico Chiesa there, and he's 1v1. Let's go. Here's Sandro over to Di Maria. Now finding himself on that flank. Nice touch inside after the pass from Rabiot. Moves it over to the right side. Fagioli now. Back inside for Di Maria. Back to Fagioli. Fagioli back to Di Maria. Over to Paredes. He's got Sandro to the left. Playing it to Sandro now. Sandro trying to go over the top. Trying to find Vlahovic. It's headed out. And Nantes doing everything just to keep it from going out for Juventus throw-in. But they end up just pumping it back into our end. And Bremer will easily regroup. He's got time. He's scanning. He's going to play a nice easy one over to the left for Sandro. Sandro moves forward. Chiesa's dropped back. He's right at the half line. And he's going to take it. He's going to go all the way back for Bremer. Bremer's got Danilo well to the right. He plays it to him. He's got Di Maria close to him. Plays it to Fagioli. Quickly back for Danilo. Back to Di Maria, who goes back to Bremer. Bremer now has Rabiot on his left as Sandro moved in centrally. Inside for Sandro. Back to Bremer. Bremer's going to play it for Danilo now. Movement's got to be quicker. Here's Danilo finding Di Maria. And look at Fagioli keeping that D line back. Now Di Maria can move. Beats his first man. Cuts inside. Has a hit. Right at Lafont. Nice move from Di Maria. And again, those other guys, Deschilio and Fagioli, are literally just trying to open up space and windows for Di Maria to move there. But on the right side, because again, watch Nantes, and here they go again. They are predominantly playing on the right side. When we win that ball back immediately, we need to counter quickly. We had an opportunity, but my God, I'm shocked we could not find Chiesa on a 5-foot pass just to lead him in on that 1v1. Again, we move though. Here's Sandro getting engaged on that header. Falls back to Bremer, easily heads it to Rabiot, who finds Danilo. Danilo's going to go to Deschilio. He's probably going to go backwards. He does for Bremer. Bremer's got Sandro there, and he finds him. Sandro getting closed down, a little bit of pressure, easily turns back, finding Bremer. Bremer will play it over to the side for Rabiot. Rabiot finding Danilo. Paredes dropping back. Danilo's got DeCilio to his right, plays it into him. DeCilio, quick touch him back in for Danilo, back to Di Maria. Inside to Sandro now, who's in the center of the area. Now you've got Paredes over to Chiesa, and Chiesa's 1v1. He's going to take his move in. He's going to have a pass in for Di Maria. Oh, he tried to touch it back to him, but Chiesa was moving directly at him, not going towards goal. Again, this is chemistry, guys. Just waiting for chemistry to mesh. Every now and then, you don't get it right, but the more you play, the more you start to figure out tendencies amongst one another. This is going to be a foul on Adrien Rabiot here. Oh, man. Shocked that Sandro can't make a simple. Hey, I'm more shocked with Vlahovic's, if I'm being honest here. Here's a cross going to the back. Juve finds their way out. Sissoko. Below it over to the side. Here's another cross, and that's blocked by Rabiot. It's going to go out for a Nantes throw-in. Yeah, I'm always shocked at those easy ones. I tell you. It gets me every time. Those easy, cheap giveaways when you need to put teams under. They just drive me crazy. Here we go. Nantes, again, working in possession. Juve in their defensive shell. Laying off. Nantes trying to play a couple 1-2s. Di Maria's come in to save it. Playing it ahead for Vlahovic. Vlahovic settles. Finding Fagioli. A little slow for Juve to take their spaces now. That's a ball move forward for Di Maria. You just couldn't save it there. And I've got the highest pass percentage, okay, in my league, running over a 4-year stretch. Okay? You worry about the main account. Let me do my thing. God damn it. Anthony. Come at me with my passing skills. Nantes working it around. About 35 yards out. Dropping to the back for Palois. Again, he's going to make a move to the left side, and he's going to have a cross in here. And that's headed out. Danilo finds Rabiot. It's now inside. Oh, a little dummy there. Oh, Fagioli tried to get engaged there. Doesn't get it. Nantes trying to come at Juve here. Mohamed playing it back. Little crossback post trying to find Sissoko. He couldn't direct it towards goal, but I think he was offside. Oh, man. Little slow there. I'm not sure on, man, Fagioli, like, you got to get stuck in there, pal. Can't let a guy easily win that ball there and take it back towards you, like your team like that. You've got to get stuck in. If you're going to take a hit on that challenge, you're going to take a hit on that challenge, but you got to get stuck in there. Okay, Rabiot, inside centrally. He's got Sandro, plays it to him quickly. Sandro makes a cut and then takes a hard foul there. Nice quick cut in there. What I've noticed this second half is the movement off the ball when one of our players gets the ball is very, very slow. So for the earlier part of the first half, we were moving very quickly when one of our players got the ball to be an option, and that has slowed down tremendously. Foul there on Chiesa. Yellow card on Chiesa there. And that shut down what would have been a good opportunity for Sandro to try and make another pass on a counter there, but Chiesa getting called there for the late step in there, a little bit of a stomp there. Let's go. 54 minutes. We need another goal. Let's go. Lafont on it there at the back for Nantes. Juve, again, just watching, sitting in their shape. Not applying a ton of pressure. Here's Palois on it. Gonna play it up to left flank here. They're trying to go inside. Danilo closing down. Rabiot closing down. Coco's moving backwards the whole time. Palois back to Lafont. He's gonna have to switch it. Nope. Ends up trying to go forward. Cut that out. Sandro with a nice touch there to Paredes. And Paredes has time. He's going to try and go over the top for Di Maria. Just can't get there. Sandro now saves it. Trying to turn in. Able to maintain that ball. Just a couple extra touches. Find that player and move the ball. Let's go. The urgency has slowed down big time, okay? The urgency has slowed down drastically from the first half. Come on, we got to pick it up. We got to pick it up. Hey, you're not watching, just following me. That's fine, that's fine. I'll keep you in the loop. Try to do my best calling the action, everybody. 55 minutes. Nantes on the ball. Being pushed back towards their center backs. Trying to make a turn up the left flank, but again, moving it back to Palois. Over to Girotto. They're going to try and go up their right flank. That has been their predominant flank. And here we go again. Casaletto. Try and have a cross in there, and Rabiot comes in hard. Sees that out for a throw into Nantes. And they're going to try and have this one in again. Centonzi. Mutasami. Play back. Here's Chiravella. Moving it back. Blas. Headed out by Bremer. Nobody engaging. Here's Chiesa trying to see this one out, but you got some work to do. Ends up playing it. Puts it inside for Sandro. Sorry, that's Bremer. Wearing the same boots. When the camera's too far out, it's a little bit of a problem. Other than the huge size difference. Here comes Vlahovic. Turns it past too far ahead for De Sciglio. Trying to come up the wing quickly for Nantes. Oh, Danilo ends up having it back. What is this? Bumping into Bremer, looking for a call, freaking out about it. Nothing doing. And now the ref's going to card him for the yellow. Ah, bravo. There. That's for Mohamed. Play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. There, Mohamed. All right, let's get going. Yeah, these passes, I agree, Ron. We got to dial it in there, okay? We got to dial it in on the passing. Some shocking stuff here. All right, let's pick things up here. Paredes on it for Juve. Guys, we need goals. Let's go. We need goals. Paredes popping this over the top. Vlahovic. Oh, nicely done. Oh, that's a foul. I would say that's a card too, ref. Based on what was going on. But no avail there. Lovely turn from Duchan there. Able to get that ball going there. Step in there. No touch on the ball. Taking away a good run at the D. That's a card. It's a card. It's all good though. I'll have to ask our friend Arbitro Nick. Referee Nick. Referee! Oh! That's the standard call in our men's league here. Oh! Oh! I love the sound effects when the fouls happen. I have no idea how that is not a yellow. I have no idea. It seemed to check all the boxes. We got a free kick though. Di Maria is lining up. Paredes is lining up. Danilo is also there. Here's Di Maria. Little chip ball over the top. Oh, tried to lay it. He had both Vlahovic and Chiesa running onto that to try and latch onto it. Would have been brilliant, but Chiesa and Vlahovic both a little too close. Could have caused problems for one another. Here's Fagioli. Over to De Sciglio. Back to Fagioli. He's going to go inside for Bremer. Bremer now. Scanning. Plays it over to the left side now. Paredes. Finding Di Maria. Di Maria. Cutting in slowly. Finding Fagioli. Over to the right for De Sciglio. Rabiot moving forward. De Sciglio's going to cross this one. Get to it. Cross is cleared out. De Sciglio applying pressure. Pushing him back. Get in there. What is that? Shove. Get the ball in. Di Maria. Oh, checked. Still pressure from Juve. Oh, and Nantes able to work it out. Now Nantes is running at Juve. Pass through. Oh, Bremer slips. He's going to have a hit. And it's in. One mistake. And they hit us on the counter. One mistake, everybody. One mistake. Shove there in the area from Coco. Stops it. Paredes slides in the opponent's half early, trying to get that. Doesn't. Bremer trying to cut that angle on the pass over to Coco. Couldn't. And he buries that thing. Oh, you guys. One error. One critical error. You've got to be kidding me. Guys, we need goals. We need goals. That is so frustrating to allow like that. And we had numbers back too. They came at us with 2 guys. Like, you had numbers back there. Just stick to your man. It's infuriating that with 3 guys, 2 carve through you. And I don't get it. I do not get it. Anyways, we need to get things ramped up again. We need a goal. Let's go. Let's go. Ball moving it over to the side for Sandro. Sandro heading it in for Rabiot. Trying to make a push. He does well. Finds Duchan. Slits it to Chiesa. Have a hit. Off the bar. It's in. That's bar and post and out right now. I thought it was in. Come on. Nicely cut out here. Juve's got to go back at him. Rabiot's down. Oh my God. What a brutal pass. Why can we not make a 5-foot pass? And here's Nantes trying to turn it again. The ref calls the play dead. We have a player down. Oh my God. What is going on? I thought Chiesa found the second one for us. Why do we second guess this passing so all the time? Like, Vlahovic is carrying up and it's like he's so unsure. Just give him that ball quickly. Let's go. Fake a cut in so that defender freezes. Oh, man. That looks crossbar, post, and out. Oh, my God. Oh. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. We have some substitutions, guys. I can't believe Chiesa didn't bury that. Absolutely smoked the thing, and it took a deflection, too, off the defender. Locatelli's going to come in for Paredes now. We have Kostic coming in for, I believe Fagioli was the one to leave. Unbelievable, everybody. We need a goal. Come on, we got to push. We got to push. Ciao, Hector. Ciao. I wish you were joining us and the scoreline was different, but let's see. Let's get some more goals here. Oh my God. I'm looking at the goal line technology right now. My God. That's wild. Nat's looking to make some changes too. All right. Here we go. We're back in play here. Chirivella moving it back. Pressure from Juve here. We got to dial it up. We got to dial it up, everybody. Juve needs goals. We need goals. Here's DeCilio. Just snake bin, man. Why can't this team just score goals? Like, opportunities like that need to go in the back of the net. Let's go. Di Maria. Putting over for Bremer. He's got Sandro to his left, but he bypasses him, heads for Kostic. Kostic goes back to Sandro. Sandro with a quick little one-touch in for Bremer. Bremer's going to go inside. We're going to scan that Locatelli. Beautiful pass inside. Chiesa has found himself in a central role now. He's moving forward. Vlahovic making a back post run. Chiesa ends up going to the right flank. Played inside. Di Maria moving forward. Trying to have that cross in. It's blocked. It's going to go out for a Juventus throw deep in Nantes territory. Di Maria looking to have this in quick. He does for Di Chilio. Barely touches it. But Locatelli comes in to save this one. Now he's going to cross inside to the center for Chiesa. Chiesa has a rip and it's blocked. It's going to go out for Juventus corner. Let's go. Duchamp trying to get the crowd livened up. Come on, we need goals, everybody. Let's go. Di Maria is going to step over this corner kick. Forget about whatever the hell has happened up to now. Let's go. We need goals, boys. In swinger from Di Maria. Get your head to it. Latch onto it. Come on. Let's find this second one. Come on, Juve. Here's Di Maria. The corner. Coming in. Going back post. Off the bar. Off the bar. Kostic coming in. Crossing it in. Just can't get it. Cleared out by Nantes. Juve will regain possession through Locatelli. He's going to quickly have it back in for Kostic. We still have numbers forward. Here comes the cross. It's going back for... Oh, Vlahovic. Cleared out. But it's saying hit Vlahovic, and it's going to be goal kick. Much better pressure. Much better pressure. Come on, let's go. Come on. Here we go. What? What? You guys. No way. Gidivelli on it here. Don't tell me. Here's Rabiot. Up ahead to Di Maria. Come on. Counter this. Come on. Oh, played it for Rabiot. Just can't win it against Palois here. And he saves it. Gets it out. Ball popped over the top. Coco here. But Danilo's going to see it out for throw-in. Oh, my God. Here we got Bremer on it here. Playing it over to Danilo. Up ahead. Inside for Locatelli. Scanning. He's going to switch field. Head all the way over for Kostic. Kostic chest down. Nicely done. Saves it in. Back for Sandro. Sandro inside for Locatelli. Locatelli scanning. Has to go back for Bremer. Bremer over to Danilo. Danilo playing it over to Di Chilio. 67 minutes. Come on. Di Chilio moving forward. No, sorry, that's Di Maria. Di Maria making his cuts. Oh, he tried to slip it through again. Come on, Di Maria. And he just can't find his man. Here's a shot. Takes deflections, but stopped by Lafont. My God, the amount of interchange on the flanks. It's hard to keep track of these guys. And, you got 4 guys wearing red boots. That was Di Chilio on the shot just there. My God. Should all wear different colored boots. Here we go. Header up top. Rabiot. Headed down for Kostic. Oh, I tried to play it ahead for Vlahovic. Gidivelli intercepts. Come on. Let's go, boys. Let's go, boys. We need goals. Nantes. Up the left flank. Working against Di Chilio. Forced back. Locatelli applying a little bit of pressure. Gidivelli on it. 1-2. Back to Gidivelli. Side. Oh, here they come. Here comes a cross. Headed high and wide. Chesney takes the ball in for goal kick. Come on, you guys. We need some goals. We need some goals. Dial it up. Here's Bremer. Oh, my God. Bremer took an awful touch. Managed to save it over to Danilo. My word. Come on. Danilo trying to go route 1 for Chiesa. He's going to get onto it. He's got Paloy on his back. Try and skin him there. Earns a foul. Palois, I guess. Doesn't matter. Let's go. Come on. 69th minute. We need a goal here. We need a goal here. This is a funny observation. How's Molten the ball sponsor? Amazing. We use Moltens for indoor when we play at the facility that's like a hockey rink because nobody cares what happens to those balls when they get ripped apart in there. Here we go. Ball in. Let's go. Get ahead to it. Oh, cleared out by Nantes, but Bremer trying to engage here. Stopping at Rabiot. Bremer again getting engaged. Pressure coming in from Kostic. Trying to keep them pinned back. Well done by Kostic. Cross coming in. Oh, too close to Lafont. They're pointing at their man down at the top of the area. Ball is in Lafont's hands. Well done by Kostic. Just unfortunately couldn't find his man. Looking Vlahovic's way, but had to put a hell of a lot more mustard on it there. Oh, man, if Rabiot got a little more engaged there, he might have been able to draw PK there. Take that contact on that foot in. Let's get to some comments here. Andrew Juve coming in saying those mistakes don't happen if we control the game and win the ball up the field. They're free to run riot because we sit back and let them play. That counter is a product of the way we play. Yeah, I really have to watch that counter sequence again, but I was instantly upset with Paredes trying to take a challenge there rather than slow things down. You have to be sure there. Here's a hit from distance, and that just curls away from Szczesny's goal. He's calling for a deflection. Didn't look like it on that replay. It's tough to tell on that angle as well, so... Man, whew, didn't miss by much. Let's go. Nantes, again, starting to picking things up in terms of possession as well. Coming back at Juventus. Juventus has got to find a rhythm here in attack. They have got to get the ball. They've got to control it, and they've got to go at them. We need goals. We need to win this game, and we need goals for the second leg. Nantes is going to have a cross in. Doesn't get further than Sandro. Again, put back into the mixer, and that's going to go all the way out for a goal kick. Szczesny quickly has a ball in. Looks like we're going to see two more changes. Cuadrado and Sule. Cuadrado and Sule getting ready. Snoop Dogg just missed that. Does have the Snoop look going on, eh? Maybe built a little bit more. I think Snoop's walking around at my grade 6 weight. So Di Maria is going to come out. Sule is going to come in. Sule in, Di Maria out. Come on, lad. Show us what you got. Cuadrado's going to come in for De Chilio. Come on, Quad. Come on, Sule. Let's change this thing up. Let's find that second goal, Juve. Come on. Come on. Here we go. Sule quickly up for Chiesa. Chiesa, we're going to... Oh, bad touch there. Chiesa still under it. Forcing the player to take that challenge out there. Having it out for a corner kick. Come on. Let's go. We need this next one. Let's go. 73 minutes. We're not leaving this game with a tie, all right? We are not leaving this game with a tie. We are winning this, and we are scoring another goal. Let's go. Chiesa, come on. Here comes the cross. Corner kick. It's in. Going well beyond Rabiot, who's at the back post. Holy Christ. Way too much. Come on. You've got to ask questions of the defense. At least force them to head it out. At the very least. Lafont now for Nantes is going to pump this one. He's going to go all the way up. Locatelli engages, heads it back for Danilo. Danilo's got Cuadrado to his right. He's going to play it for him. Space ahead, but he plays it to Locatelli, back to Danilo, inside to Rabiot. Rabiot over to Locatelli. Locatelli to the right for Cuadrado. Cuadrado, little heavy touch inside, but able to save it back for Danilo. Danilo's going to find Sandro. Sandro inside the semicircle in our half. Nice pass forward, finding Chiesa. Chiesa trying to slip it through for Vlahovic after making that turn. Doesn't make it. Pass forward, Danilo engaging with Coco there. Stiff challenge. I thought it was timed right. I thought it was good. Danilo's going to get a yellow. Danilo's going to get the yellow there. You know what? Is what it is. You got to break it up. I thought he timed it pretty good. But is what it is. Oh, yeah, he's late. He's late. He's late. It's okay. You got to do that. You have to do that. I actually went knee on knee. Lucky that Danilo's okay there. So Nantes is going to make a couple changes here. Holy man. That looks like Mirko Di Natale coming in there. They got our boy Mirko Di Natale playing for Nantes. Let's go. Put one in. Mirko, put one in for Juve. Look at it. Look at this. Mirko Di Natale coming in. Mirko Di Natale about to enter the pitch for Nantes to score an own goal to give Juve the win. All right. So Mohamed coming out. Simon coming in. They're set to make another change. So a couple changes coming in here for Nantes. Ah, man. So I see the discussion happening in the live chat as Fabian saying as things moving, the 15 points will give him back to Juve. Once we give him back the points, we fire Allegri. Salvatore reminding Fabian that it's going to cost a lot of money. To be exact, it's going to cost over 60 million to make that move. So don't hold your breath, Juventini. Let's go. All right, Kostic now. Come up the left side. Inside for Locatelli. Locatelli all the way over to Cuadrado on the right side. We have overloaded the left, so now Cuadrado all by himself. Finding Locatelli inside there. Locatelli quickly to Sandro. Sandro stepping forward. Pass inside. Chiesa. Chiesa working. Trying to cut inside. Finding Vlahovic. The two get tangled. Here comes outside for a shot from Sule, and he gets it all wrong. Hey, that's better. Get Chiesa, get Vlahovic involved in the area. Ask questions, maybe draw a foul. Get a PK. Sule slashes at it, but gets it all wrong and slices it away from goal. Come on, Juve. Push for that goal. Let's get that goal. You're not leaving with a draw, everybody. You're getting this game won. Come on. Cuadrado just bowled over there. My God, Locatelli with the step in, battling for it, just can't win it. Now it's trying to move the ball forward. Kostic, low pressure. Here's Locatelli applying a lot of pressure on Sissoko. Waiting for the rest to match that pressure to move forward. That's a foul, yes. Get your arms down, big man, and just move back, okay? Enough. Let's go. Ball quickly played in by Juve. Danilo over to Cuadrado. Back to Danilo. Inside for Rabiot. On a sequence like that, when Nantes has overloaded us on the other side, I often wonder why we wouldn't do a quick 1-2. Here's Kostic. Cross going in there. Oh, head out. Locatelli's going to engage. Sissoko heads it out only as far as Sandro. Sandro quickly inside for Sule. Sule trying to keep that possession. He does well. Inside to Sandro. Sandro trying to have a cross way too close for Lafont. He punches it out. And Juve maintains pressure. Finding Cuadrado over to the right. He's making calls here. He's got to take somebody on, but decides to dish off for Bremer. Over to Rabiot. He's got Kostic to the left. Plays it to him. Here comes a cross. Oh, that's a good one, but Cuadrado lays off. Doesn't challenge him. And Nantes able to come back out. Here's a stretch pass. He's got the lane on Danilo. Danilo closing him down. Put it to the top of the area. And now they're trying to come at Danilo. They do. Cross in. Oh. Locatelli sees it out for a corner kick for Nantes. Man, these stretch passes. Sketchy, sketchy times. Come on, Juve, press for that goal. '79th minute, guys. We got 10 minutes. We got to get that winner. We have got to get this goal. Come on, Juve. Nantes is going to have this corner in. It's going to be an in-swinger. And there it is. Headed out towards the top of the area. Sule engaging. He heads it out. Gase applying a little bit of pressure. Santons cross in, but Szczesny's going to come out and grab that. Looking to quickly release that. No options that Szczesny's comfortable with, so he eats it. Now rolling it out for Danilo. Over to Cuadrado. Cuadrado's got zero options right now but to go right back to Danilo. Rabiot now, who is dropped, has Sandro to his left, plays it to him. Sule over on the left. Chiesa just ahead of him. Kostic to the left side of Sule now. Sandro finding Kostic. Kostic over to Sandro. Over to Locatelli, who's got a player all over him, but he does well to find some time. Inside for Chiesa. Cuadrado's a mile off, but now he comes in, steps in with a cross. It gets deflected, and then Sissoko just hammers that thing out for a clearance. Danilo's going to head it back to Szczesny. Szczesny's going to settle it, quickly move it out to Bremer. Come on, you guys. We've got to be quick about it. Get up there. Somebody's got to try and make something happen. Let's go here. Here's Sandro over to Kostic. There's got to be more movement off the ball. You guys got to find yourselves some space. Locatelli, nice trying to go over the top there for Kostic. It's a good idea. Sissoko gets that touch all wrong. And now we got to throw in deep. Come on, you got to keep asking questions. You got to poke and prod. You got to take those over the ball, over the top opportunities. Come on. Palois, whatever. He's taken off. Come on. 82 minutes. Come on, guys. We are not leaving this game with a draw. Let's go. Find this goal. Throw in to Sule. Back to Sandro. Inside for Luca. Luca quickly over. Chiesa. Over for Cuadrado. Continues to drop further and further back. And now bombs it back for Bremer. Over to Sandro. Inside for Kostic. Back inside for Sandro. If you guys want to pass your way all the way to goal, then you have to move off the ball. Otherwise, yeah, you're going to be left with nothing but trying to win 1v1s. Let's go. Pick up the movement. Figure out where the space is when your guy dishes the ball off. Let's go. Jesus. And now here comes Nantes. Running back at us. Danilo takes a swipe there, misses it. Bremer should eat this one up, and he does. Pokes it all the way to the right side. Intervenes there. Nantes trying to fire back on some quick counters. As long as we eat this thing up, we should be okay because they're going to just be protecting this 1-1 draw right now. Juve has got to find another goal. Here's Sule. Inside for Kostic. Back to Sandro. Sandro's going to switch field over for Cuadrado. And Cuadrado now running at his man. He's got two in front of him, trying to play it beyond for Chiesa. Got to get back to some 1-2s. It can't just be route 1 all the time. Come on. Here's Danilo. Over for Sandro. We have completely overloaded the right side. The ball's going to go to Kostic. He's going to have no option but to try and beat a man. He does. Keeps going. Trying to have a cross. Low hard cross to the top of the area. Locatelli for Quad, and he gets the pass wrong. We just can't get the weight dialed in on the most critical passes. And Locatelli dropping the ball on a big, big chance there. We have got to at least have a hit. And if you're going to make that pass over there, make sure it gets there. We just can't find the weight. A day late, a buck short, always in the final third. That sums up Juve this season. A day late, a buck short in the final third. Oh my God. Here comes Bremer. He puts one up to the back. Quad. Headed in for Luca. Rabiot settles it. Stops it for Vlahovic. Tried to lay it back in Rabiot's path, and he just can't get a touch to it. 85 minutes. We're down to 5 minutes to try and find that winner. Nantes trying to kill the sting in this game. Just trying to take everything out of it. Juve moving very slowly. Looking like they don't care to get this ball. And now they're looking for the play to be stopped as Castelletto's down. Oh, Rabiot. Stick a leg out there, man. Draw a foul, something. Reach a poke, take a toe poke shot. Just extend for that ball. Keeper's coming out. Moise Keane coming in. Vlahovic coming out. Oh my God, Moise Keane. If there was ever a time for you to find one, this is it, man. Come on. I will gritty myself right outside this window if Keane finds a goal. Let's go. Maybe I won't do that. Replacement's kind of expensive. Okay, but let's go. Gonna get a drop ball. Get back into the action. Come on, Juve. Find this goal. We cannot leave this in a draw. Danilo heads it up for Locatelli. Trying to find Sule there. Just can't find the weight here. Nantes trying to move forward. Quadrado almost intercepts it, but it still lays in Nantes' possession. Coming up the right flank, they go back inside. Finding a way out to Sissoko on the right. Trying to go inside now. Trying to take his man on. But just easily seen out. Great work there. Great work there from Sandro. I will say he's putting in a shift. Here comes Quadrado up the right side for Juve. Trying to find Sule. He does. Sule. Too long on it. Here comes Nantes the other way. Are they going to try and take that strike? Here comes a cross back post. Forces Sandro to have it out for a corner. Just pull the trigger on the passes when you have the option. Guys, come on. Making right moves, making decent reads. It just has to be quicker. Here comes the corner. Headed out. Oh, nice flick on. Come on. Quad's running onto it. Little touch to maintain it. Oh my God. Takes another touch. Foul, but advantage. Keep going. Rabiot steps in. No, bad touch and then takes a foul. And now it's advantage the other way. My God. This team is impotent in attack. It's unbelievable. It is unbelievable. Unfriggin' believable. Jesus. This is unbelievable. Here comes Nantes just killing this thing out. We're getting into the 89th minute. You're probably going to see a few minutes, I'd say, for stoppage time, but there's not much. My feed is completely died now. That's great. I'm back now. What a joke. Locatelli gets a free kick here. Come on, Juve, push. Like, we're not drawing this game. Come on. Locatelli making like just calling for a run, and we're standing next to him now. Kostic has to get engaged, try and battle two guys here. What is going on? They had tried to have a quick throw, I guess. Get in there, Quad. Earns a foul, but let's get stuck. Win that ball. The ball is more important right now than calls. We need to get stuck in. You need to get that ball back. You need to find somebody immediately. Come on. This is wild. Wild stuff. This game, like, the 5 minutes of stoppage time now, everybody, okay? But this game, we can attack Nantes, okay? And we had opportunities there, but we continue to lack those ideas together as a unit. And once Di Maria left, man, nobody's reading these runs. Flicking it on! Oh! Oh my god, that was a great opportunity that fell to Danilo, and he took a swipe at it and he got it wrong. He's on side too, and he hits this one just over the goal. Chiesa flips a beauty ball over the top. Oh my god, that's got to go in the back of the net. You are not... I don't know. I just don't know. That's got to be directed towards goal. My god. Kostic, Sandro crossing wires. 1 minute of stoppage time through. Szczesny on it now. Going out to Cuadrado on the right. You've got Sule ahead of you. Tries to play it to him. Chiesa just couldn't get to that ball after a soft pass from Cuadrado. Nantes coming up the field now, and they're going to kill some more time. They're happy with a 1-1 draw away from home. Come on. Keane putting a little pressure. No foul there as he tried to jump over the player. No call there. Here's Sissoko down the right for Nantes. Again, chewing more clock. 2 minutes in stoppage time. Here's the ball over the top. Kostic challenges his man so that he has it out. Here's Bremer. Over for Danilo. Danilo makes a cut inside. Another cut. And then the pass. When you make that cut, have it to Cuadrado. That's an easy option on the right flank. God damn it, this team's decisions in the final third blows me away. There's a second ball on the pitch. We're trying to keep playing on. I'm going to lose my mind here in a second, everybody. This is incredibly frustrating. Here's Danilo. Over to the side for Kostic. He has Chiesa on the left side. Chiesa has an opportunity to go 1v1. Trying to have a quick cross out. It's going to go out for a corner. No, it's a throw-in. And Chiesa quickly has it in for Sandro. Sandro cutting inside. Now lays it off for Danilo. Danilo's teeing up a shot, and it goes well wide. This team's ideas are... They're out of them. They're out of them. You're taking shots 35 plus out. You're out of ideas. Take away Di Maria, and nobody was finding the right runs. And the opportunities that we had to try and hurt them, punish them, our guys couldn't hit a weighted pass to save their life. Just the execution is unbelievably poor from this team today. Unbelievable. Now, if you want to say something about this game and whatnot, for me, it's this continuation of. Look at this. This continuation of a lack of ideas in how you want to attack. What you want to do. We literally, you were doing right things there, but the problem is Di Maria leaves and nobody is pulling the strings. Somebody has to become that guy and pull the strings. The problem is when you ask one of the other guys that is making those off-the-ball runs to do it, then you don't get the off-the-ball runs anymore. Here's Cuadrado taking a guy on. Cross inside. Get there. Oh, it's headed wide. Locatelli and Bremer there, and Locatelli is furious because he thinks Bremer infringed on him, ready to bury that. You can't get upset at him for going at that at the same time, Loca. Obviously, you're frustrated with the scenario, but the guy's going to go for that every time. But that is just Juve in a nutshell. Cuadrado finally beating a guy for the first time in a year, and then has a cross to the back post, and Locatelli looked like he was ready to put that in. Better angle and everything and up for it, but Bremer getting in. You can't get mad at him. Unbelievable. They are looking at a potential penalty. They are looking at a potential penalty check for handball, apparently. I tell you, I will take that. He's going to take a look, everybody. This could be the last play of the game, and we have a potential for a penalty. We're going to start taking a look at this right now. The hand's up there. The hand's up there. Oh, yeah. Hits hand. Handball. That's handball. That's PK Juve. That's PK Juve. You can't deny that, ref. Handball. Look at where his arm is. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Line it up. Who takes? Dushan. Dushan subbed out for Keane. Chiesa? Chiesa taking it? It's a handball, ref. What are we talking about here? Clear as day. Clear as day. Let's go. Final one of the game. Come on. No penalty. No penalty. Allegri has left. What are we doing here? How? You gotta be fucking kidding me. Possibly a push by the Juve player. He was claiming a push? Claiming a push from the Juve player. Oh my God, Luca going dome to dome with a guy too. I cannot believe that that's not a call. I'm sorry, that's a handball every day and twice on Sunday. What the fuck are we talking about? What the I tell you, it's one thing after another this season, everybody. It is one thing after another. Absolutely no idea. I got Arbitro Nick, our friend, referee Nick, and he goes, absolutely disgusting call. Absolutely disgusting call from referee Nick, our friend, Arbitro Nick. That is brutal. That is brutal. Okay? And what you're calling what you're calling on that in that aerial battle happens all the time. You would literally shut down every corner kick, every set piece, whatever. They all do that. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm sorry. That is terrible. Terrible call. But that would have only bailed us out from the nonsense that we played today, to be honest. Here's a final cross in from Chiesa. Headed down. Rabiot settles it for Keane instead of having a rip at goal. What the fuck are we doing, boys? Hit the fucking ball. Jesus Christ. This team is impotent in attack. 1-1 draw. This thing is over, everybody. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Now, I'm telling you this. It's absolutely wild to me that wasn't handball. I get what he's trying to call on that, but no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Get out of here. However, that said, okay, that said, this team is hurting in attack, okay? If Max, and my criticism of Max is this. If this is your idea of offense and your idea is that you want those guys to create and you want those guys to freewheel and you want those guys to just rely on their brilliance, whatnot. When it stops working, when it doesn't work, when you're not scoring goals and you have your Trident out there and you're emptying the clip, at least bring someone else in then that can sort out your offense and give them rigidity and whatnot, because the freewheeling thing is only so good. And when Di Maria moves out of there and then you ask one of the other guys to do it, it's not happening. It's not happening. You need to figure out how to move through the middle. The point of the matter is, this is one of the things. We don't attack enough with enough frequency. We don't create enough opportunities in frequency. However, in this particular game, okay, that aside, my feelings of Max aside, this team continues to choke at the most crucial moments in attack when it comes to simple passing, okay? The passing. How can we continuously make passing errors over and over and over at the most critical of scenarios? It's mind-blowing. What do you work on in training that these guys look scared and passive even in odd man rushes? We saw Vlahovic unable to hit Chiesa and barely on a 2-on-1. What are we talking about here? This goes beyond Max as well. This team needs to find an attacking rhythm. This is piss poor in the final third, and it's shocking to continue to watch. But this team offensively, hey, there was doubts way back when we look at the earlier point of this season when we were really struggling and we were coming to a crucial point where we had suffered that defeat to Monza, and then we were looking at coaching change, and we were talking about everything. And a lot hung on to when this team gets these key guys back, it'll be firing. Well, will it though? Will it though? Because again, like in the first half, it's a drastic difference, but then the approach in the second half, what did we all say coming out of the second half? Kill them, suffocate them, get that ball back immediately, and go at them. The problem is that we don't do that. We waste so much time. Endless amount of minutes from game to game waiting for that team to pass the ball around, whatever, and get an opportunity to take it back rather than creating our opportunities to take the ball back. Going out, putting them under pressure, and winning that ball back immediately. And unbelievable, but the one sequence that they found that counter, and we made just a slew of errors leading up to that. And Paredes needs to know that situation, and he needs to know that moment. And if you slide in and miss that, there is a counterattack coming right at our guys. And still in that moment, our 3 defenders to their 2 need to not allow that to happen. However, Bremer slipped and lost his footing, which gave Coco that extra edge. That sucks. That absolutely sucks. However, Juventus for me, beyond everything going on, beyond coaching, beyond that, these players have got to dial it in on the execution in the final third. Today, Europe is starting to become this dragon that we can no longer slay. Like, it's crazy. Okay, I said the key stat going into this one that was terrifying, okay? And that was in terms of Europe and Juventus. We have lost 6 out of our last 7 matches. 3 on the last spin. So here's a draw. A draw out of last 4 European matches. It is brutal for this team. But today, if we go back and look at some opportunities, some moments that could have ended up in goals and whatnot, and obviously we have Chiesa smacking that crossbar and then off the post and whatnot, but again, it's just everything leading up to that, all these other opportunities, chances, sequences where we can do something, and this lack of balls, basically. Like I said, on the wing there, we played a ball in quickly. Second half, this is the one example I'm just going to highlight. But we played the ball in quickly off one of our free kicks. We find Danilo. Danilo has Cuadrado. There's only one defender as Nantes has completely overloaded the right side where the ball just came out of. Cuadrado gets the ball. That defender moves out. He touches it back to Danilo. That defender took 2 steps to Danilo. Cuadrado, and I'm not blaming him per se, but he stands there. Okay? And then starts to go slowly, but that defender's taken away. Danilo's not even thinking about just popping a ball over the top there. And again, like, we want to play nice, cute, and pretty to feet all the time, but the problem is not enough guys move off the ball. And some other opportunities, when we're not moving off the ball, the guys don't even want to play that ball anyways. There is so much to work on for this team, but this team just is impotent in attack. And it comes down, a lot of it, to the execution of these players. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I see some comments on Szczesny there on that. I'm not going to blame him on that goal. I mean, it's a bang play. That guy's in tight, whatever. That's always going to be asking a lot for him to come out there and get that. I asked more questions about how 3 defenders couldn't figure it out against 2. Yes, it was on the run. Yes, it was a counter. But again, we had the numbers. So even if Paredes makes that run there, it shouldn't have happened. And to be honest, we had them stretch us out and get beyond us on about 3 or 4 passes, long extended passes. So I'm still confused at how that was happening when we're playing 4 at the back, essentially. So there's a lot of questions to ask Juventini. If we're going to get down to the stats here, but for me, here we go. frustrating night for Juventus. You've got 56% possession finishing for Juventus, 14 total attempts for Juve, 6 on target, 7 total attempts for Nantes, 1 on target. They had one big chance for Nantes. Obviously, they scored on it. 2 big chances for Juve, and we only capitalized on the one. And then Chiesa's one hurt us. And then that PK in the end, I've heard it from both sides. I've seen it from both sides. I'm getting a ton of DMs, and some are saying, hey, that's a foul on him for pushing up. For me, no. I'm saying that's a PK. However, it would have only saved us from yet again another shocking display in terms of attack from Juventus. It started off promising, but again, as the game wore on, that sense of urgency and that willingness to try and take these chances on passes, it kind of faded. And that's what happens to this Juve team. We've seen that, and it's been different at periods of the season. At the start, you would probably play starting 25 minutes poorly, and then maybe pick it up for a bit. But it was too late. And then it got a little bit different where we were playing very strong and then fading into the second half. All of a sudden now, it's been going back and forth for a few matches. This team needs to figure out a way to maintain balance, be able to switch through the gears periodically throughout games as needed. Yes, you can't play on the throttle for a full 90, but you also can't go too far to one extreme to where you've shut off completely. However, that said, my feelings aside, this team executed piss poorly today. All right. Very, very disappointing. Get into some of your comments here. Let's see what we got here. It is so painful, and we're still favorited every game. I don't know how. Nantes doesn't score a lot of goals. I'm shocked and pissed that we conceded at home in a game of this magnitude and whatnot. I didn't like... We knew Cuadrado was not 100% and he wasn't going to start. So DeCilio, we had to take it. Paredes in the middle. How did you guys feel about Locatelli when he came in? Do you see a shift in terms of urgency, in terms of anything out of there? I think it was too little too late because some of the other guys just didn't have that urgency about them. Like I said, the urgency faded drastically for this team. And then the second Di Maria goes out there, a big threat in terms of creation has left. But, my God, misplaced passes. Locatelli to Cuadrado. Vlahovic to Chiesa. Sandro to Chiesa. The list goes on and on and on. Rabiot, a couple counters, brutal passes, shutting it down. Everybody had some brutal passes in some awful moments, but I don't know. I really do chalk this one down to the execution, everybody. As far as game plan, as far as formation, as far as all that, you look at the numbers. Juve had opportunities, okay? Juve had a lot of sequences where we dropped the ball on execution and we would have had even more goal-scoring opportunities. Danilo on that one towards the end, he has got to at least ask questions from Lafont there. Got to try and force a stop. It's terrible. It's terrible. I don't know. I'm just at a loss. I'm at a loss that we cannot get a victory in Europe anymore. And Nantes at home. I don't know. It's a frustrating thing, everybody. This one's gonna sting a lot. And again, now we wait for the second leg. We're gonna go away from home. And I don't know. I'm gonna ask you guys, okay? Some people saw this still as a 3-5-2, whatnot, but I would say no, especially the way Sandro had played and whatnot. I'd say it was closer to a 4-3-3. But you carry that out again? I think you have to be honest. If we're talking about this 4-3-3 right now, or this setup and whatnot, let's talk about that. Do you have to continue the same moving forward, even though that this game ended up this way? It's one counter. We're going to get countered regardless what we play. Let's be honest. And that's just coming down to still trying to find chemistry, trying to find harmony up top, and these guys not being in sync. So we're going to give up counters regardless. I think you got to carry on with this because we did still look very dangerous and still generate a lot of play, and you just keep putting it in the players' hands. They fucked up a lot of passes in this one. You keep putting it on them. You keep putting them in this setup in hopes that we can get firing and get rolling because this team needs to score goals. Changing this back and reverting back to what we saw, no. I think I've seen enough in this game that we should try to continue in a 4-3-3 setup. That's just me. But again, everybody can say what they want. Arash saying that was a clear 4-2-3-1. I don't think you could say that based on all the interchange that was happening out of the midfield. They were interchanging like crazy in the first half. The only way it might have felt like that was because of Di Maria, but Di Maria was all over the place. He was on the right flank, he was on the left flank, he was in the middle. I think they just let him free roam, but essentially it's 4-3-3, but he's just got complete freedom. And Chiesa's locked up on that wing. You have three midfielders, like I said, they're interchanging. And you've got four across the back. DeCilio never pushed up high enough to really do a whole lot offensively. And then you had Sandro kind of free roaming. So, yeah, it might have altered a bit in possession, but that's base out of a 4-3-3. No question for me. And I would definitely stick with that lines. Sandro's the question mark for me. Today, he played good. I got to give it to him. I mean, he put in a good shift. Can he do that continuously? I doubt it. And that's my fear in that 4-3-3 setup. Kostic, should we take a chance and see him there? Against Spezia, we're not going to have Bremer. All right, so we got to figure out what we're going to do at the back line there. I know Bonucci's just coming back, but again, guys, I see the notes in there that the formation was shit and you guys didn't like that one, not. But again, that wasn't the problem, and it was creating a lot of avenues for our guys. The problem is we stopped taking chances on feeding the ball, and then as the game wore on, those runs stopped being made. So again, I put this one to execution, everybody. I really do. I don't think formation was a problem. I don't think setup was a problem. Again, I said it at the start of the game and I maintain it. It all comes down to approach with this team. Approach is the most crucial thing. The second this team dials it back and wants to play slow, methodical, whatever, we crumble. We crumble. And we've got to score goals. This team is not a team, and I know how many games we've won, 1-0 or whatever, but I'm telling you, we're not a team that can shut and clamp things down, so we've got to continue to play on that front foot. And unfortunately, on the front foot, we made a lot of mistakes. It sucks. It sucks. I'm going to hit you with some ratings that came out of this one, okay? So we'll go down the lineup. Szczesny coming out with a 6.4. DeCilio coming out with a 6.8. Danilo with a 6.6. He picked up a yellow card. Bremer with a 6.8. Sandro getting a 7.5. Fagioli with a 6.6. Paredes 7.1. Rabiot 7.2. Vlahovic 7.4 and a goal. Chiesa finishing with 7.6. Also picked up a yellow card. Di Maria 7.8. So, for your subs, Locatelli getting a 6.9, Kostic 7.1, Quadrado 6.8. Keane came in 86th minute, not enough to really rank. Sule finishing up about 6.8. That's those ratings, but for me, execution. Danilo getting the highest rating. I would have to agree with that. Does anybody think anybody should have been rated higher than Di Maria in this game, you could drop it in the chat. I'm going to leave this open for a few more minutes. I'll take some questions. If you guys have some questions, you can fire it through. We'll do a quick Storm the Barn session before I wrap up, because do not forget, tomorrow morning is when it's going to count as we do the post-match podcast, which I'm sure is going to be fiery with, it's always fiery, but I think Luca's going to be with us, and he's always pretty damn emotional. But tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time live, we'll be doing the post-match podcast tackling this. But yeah, frustrating one for me. Now, let's get to a question here. Do you think we see Pogba play this season? And yes, let's follow Andrew here. Like the video, everybody. Subscribe if you're new here. Please, it all helps the channel as we continue to grow the AJC army. So, yeah, Pogba will play. Pogba will play this season. We will get some chances to see him in action. When? I'm not willing to put any bets on that right now, but we will see Pogba. We will see Pogba. Now, David comes in. What do you think about the penalty check in the 95th minute? Again, looking at it from what they were showing me and everything, the ref came out of it saying that, he pushed down on the player in front of him. And, again, we have Arbitro Nick, our friend referee Nick, who weighs in on controversial comments and whatnot. He immediately messaged me and said, disgusting call. He said, arm above shoulder equals always a handball. And he said, maybe he thought it wasn't 100% certain that it didn't hit the hand or whatever, but it seemed clear even watching the replay. And he says, I can't imagine that he thought it was a foul on Bremer. That was a more than fair challenge. And that's coming from Nick, who, again, is a ref, very well versed in the rules and everything. And I stand behind him. I don't see anything out of an ordinary aerial challenge there that Bremer's doing. And for me, you might as well call down every set piece, every corner kick, if you're going to call a foul on him for that one. So for me, absolutely PK. But again, hey, we shouldn't be complaining for that at a home game against Nantes. Andrew, you are very welcome. Everybody, I'm glad you guys enjoy the commentaries. I have a blast, so thank you. If you guys want to clip anything, I started losing it towards the end, but if you guys want to clip it and share it, whatever, it's all good. It's all good. It all helps. So this reminds me of Salernitana 2-2. Do you believe we have a tendency to not kill games? 1,000%. We got into a pretty heated discussion on the podcast a couple shows ago, and that was myself, Anthony, and Omer, to where I was arguing us consistently dropping off and playing in a certain manner, and Anthony says, well, look, we haven't conceded tying goals late in games for how many games and all this and whatnot. I said, well, it's that feeling. It's that feeling that it only takes one. And when you're tied like that, as soon as they tie, can you shift it all of a sudden and go back into high gear and find a goal? That's the problem with me and this team. We do not score a lot of goals. So to make your game plan, some might say it makes perfect sense because you don't score a lot of goals, that when you get one, you protect it. Well, are you ever going to get to a point where you score more goals? Because as you play more challenging teams, the odds of you keeping those clean sheets against the strong teams dwindles. It starts to go down. So you need to evolve. It's all about balance. I'm not saying we need to go out run and gun all the time, but you could still protect a lead and not drop off completely. Keep that balance. Still maintain some attacking threat. For me, we get too one-sided. We start to get way too aggressive on the defensive side. However, in this game, the approach kind of died. The attitude, the energy kind of died and fizzled. But I don't think we completely shut off to one side. I don't think that's the case. I was arguing this a couple times after, but we made this argument. My argument is that we're not strong enough to try and kill games off only on one goal. I don't think we're strong enough. And I don't care how many 1-0 wins we got in history or whatever, whatnot. Every team is a different story season to season. And again, this team, even though that streak of 8 games and everything, clean sheets, it was great and we were finding results, but we had to evolve. You had to evolve. We have not necessarily evolved. And I'm scared for what it does for the frame of mind for these players, that they believe that they need to do this. And it's almost like all these times of Max yelling, calma, 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 they've gone into sleep. Because we're almost too calm in games. We are almost too calm, and we are almost sleepwalking. And these guys have, they've almost just become complacent and fine with not winning this ball back. They're almost too comfortable in playing in like that. And I need to see more urgency. I need to see more fight. I need to see more drive. That's just how I feel. But of course, everybody can feel differently. So again, we get to more comments. I hope Super League will be born. Fuck UEFA. Penalty from Uvismo. Of course. Robbie, it's great seeing you. Thank you for the props there. Man, this team's head is not in the game from Henry. I think it's just, again, confidence. The confidence is not there. The swag is not there. In attacking moments, attacking scenarios, again, you see a ball dropping into the penalty area in a mix. My instinct would be just hammer the damn thing. Try and get it through, just drive it. And we're trying a one-touch pass to a guy 3 feet away, and you can't even make that. It's mind-blowing to me. Get after it. Get in there. We should want to destroy that ball and hammer it anytime we got a slim sight of goal in that area. You got to want to attack that. You got to be hungry. And we're just we want to be so cute, and we're not even good enough to be cute. You want to get cute. That's when you're in a rhythm and you're scoring 5 goals, 4 goals, 3 goals a game. When you're scoring only 1-0, you can only get 1 and you want to get cute. No, get after that ball, rip it, and find a way to get in there. Hey, and Andrew, I hear you. I hear you loud and clear, brother. Confidence, ideas, creativity, etc. It all comes from training and chemistry. We aren't practicing that, and we aren't playing that way. Max is setting this team up for failure. So I'm not going to agree or disagree with anything that any of you feel is why we come out that way, that manner, whatever. But I will say, I think we can all agree this team lacks that confidence and that swagger. Again, I said it a million times today during this live watch along. We are impotent in the attack, and that has to change. Max was banking on these guys being able to do it once he got those big guns healthy. However, for me, it doesn't end there. There's got to be more, much more going on in terms of what we want to do as a team. Again, time will tell, but again, the trident, you got to keep going with it. You have to keep going with it. We need to score goals. You need to put it in their hands and trust that they will find that breakthrough and start getting those goals. Okay? But again, we're pretty much wrapping up. I'm just going to check if there's any quick notes coming out of this post-match immediately through the feeds here. And we'll see. Maybe I could bring you some of the words here coming out of this one, all right? Frustrating game. So, Del Piero says, what do I say? I see the reaction of the Nantes player, and then I would always reflect on these things. But if a striker is pushed or held in this way, do you give a penalty? No. In my opinion, it was a penalty 9.5 out of 10 times. It's a penalty. That's from Alessandro Del Piero. And for me, again, he's reiterating exactly what I said. If you're going to call that challenge, you might as well call every single aerial challenge a foul. It's unbelievable. Allegri, some words here post-match. I didn't like Juventus today. But where that we made 100 shots. Come on, let's forget it. In football, winning games counts. All the coaches want to win 4-0 or 5-0. I tell you, listen, because you're good, but sometimes you talk about nothing. What? Do I want an aggressive Juve on a 1-0 lead? It's not that I want a 1-0 Juve. You drive me crazy when you say these things. You make me angry when you say this bullshit. If we miss several situations in front of goal, that's not good. So take that for what it is, everybody. Take that for what it is. That's so far what's coming out. There's much more that's going to come out from Allegri. Right now, bottom line is we've got a 1-1 draw out of our home first leg against Nantes, and we've got to get the job done on the road. All right? So, again, we will see. Frustrating to not get the penalty, but even more frustrating if you ask me, this team continuing to not be able to get the job done in front of goal. So we move to Spezia on the 19th, and then a week today, we have leg 2 against Nantes. Everybody, I thank you again for your time. We're going to have a lot to tackle on the show tomorrow. We're going to wait for more aftermath coming up in the post-match. We're going to get all your thoughts. And then, of course, a big Storm the Barn session, but we got a lot to dissect. I'm going to break down the game film. I'm going to go over some sequences. We're going to talk a lot in much more detail once I've had some time to just cool down because the emotions are still hot. I cannot believe we're leaving with a 1-1 draw in our home game against Nantes. So, nonetheless, here we are. I thank you all for joining me on the watch-along. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you saw some funny clips, if you saw some stuff that you thought was funny, clip it. Stuff that you liked, clip it, share it. We appreciate it all. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Again, tomorrow morning, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time. That's when the live, full, detailed breakdown happens. Can't wait to talk to you all tomorrow, all right? No matter what, drawing this or not, hey, we come back to work tomorrow morning, break it down, and see where we move, okay? Forza Juve, fino alla fine, no matter what. Hey, we don't like making anything easy for ourselves, so why would we expect that today, right? Enjoy yourselves. We'll talk to you tomorrow morning, okay? Take care.